back here again!
Yes.
Holy moly, can you imagine that we did Street Fighter, and now that Ingrid's out and I still don't know anything about them.
I don't think she's actually out yet. She
know,
comes
like
out.
a lot of her stuff.
I'll say she might be out at time of this comes up because I've still got an entire draft roster to finish editing. I'm only half an hour into that, so.
What we do know is she was playable at, I think, Evo Japan. So
I think there was previews, so, we know what she can do. But
with that bit out of the way,
I will withstand currently unrankable. I'll watch some actual gameplay properly when she's out, and that'll probably be the next one, whatever's the next one. But yeah, she will get put into position at some point, but I think she stays there for now.
So she is enjoying her time. We, however, need a new game to discuss, and I believe it's high time we do the first ever game to collaborate with Street Fighter. That's right, Tekken, not SNK, not Art of Fighting. That was after.
I think Capcom vs SNK was technically first.
Yeah, but that was like not in. Okay, I mean like as a guest character capacity, I guess. Anyway, Tekken. We know Tekken. We like Tekken. We've played Tekken. That's something we do.
I like Tekken. I'm not great at Tekken, but I like Tekken.
I've followed Tekken since like Tekken 5, I think.
I own Tekken 1, 2, 4, Tag 2.
I own 1, 2, 3, Tag 1, 4. Did I say 4? Yeah, I did say 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8, and Tag 2. So I have all of them.
Yeah,
all the major ones.
I have about half of them.
I don't count Revolution, by the way.
That's fair.
I know it's one, but like it kind of is just like a weird middle child. It's weird. As always, same rules. It's playable characters only. So if it's only a boss or NPC, will not be here. Sorry, Leo's dad. As much as I want to rank you, because I do really like him. In addition, any characters in this one that are from Tekken Card Challenge aren't counting because for some reason the Tekken Wiki counted it, which I don't.
I guess they are a playable character, just not a fighting game character.
Yeah, but it's more a card. It's like a turn-based card fighter. Like I'm not counting that in the same way I don't consider like the card system to be like slashy Kingdom Hearts. If that makes sense, like that, it's its own thing. Its own can of worms.
Oh yeah, one more other thing, just before we actually get into it properly, that I feel the need to bring up. We did get one vote for the Blobo tier, but kind of not enough interaction in general to actually settle on it, so that's still up in the air.
Tell you what, if we could get 5 people to agree on the Blobo tier minimum, I think then we could have a discussion. Because then there's at least a portion, right? One person does not count, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but we appreciate that person.
Over.
Yeah, we appreciate that person. That vote will remain.
Yeah, that vote will remain as the first vote.
Yeah.
So, thank you for that interaction. So, which character starts first alphabetically? It's not Akuma, because Akuma's a guest character.
Akuma's here. Akuma's already here. He's all the way up there.
Akuma's already here. Akuma's there. Say hi to Akuma, everybody.
He's up in A tier. A tier for Akuma.
Yeah, A for Akuma. That's how that works.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll work for the first character for Tekken though, because it's Alex.
No,
not this Alex.
It's very funny, but
it's such a jarring transition. How do I explain Alex in a way that makes the story not seem ridiculous?
You can't. The story is ridiculous.
True. So he's a genetically modified dinosaur created for military purposes. More specifically, he's a modified Dinoicus. I could be mispronouncing that. He uses DNA from insects and strands of DNA spliced from a kangaroo, and is trained in, and I quote, commando wrestling.
Yes, because
this is weird, man.
This dinosaur does not wear pants, and therefore is always commando.
Yes, that's a bad joke, and you know it.
Yes, but I exist for bad jokes.
He has a banana thong, okay? Don't. Tekken Tag 2 was all time. The thing about Alex is he's kind of just. He feels like, if you would describe it this way, you were dared to do it, and therefore you did it, right?
He is there for the bit.
He's here for the bit, and we'd respect him for being here for the bit.
Right, do we have anyone else that's here for the bit? Like
Capri?
I would not say DiCaprio. I would almost want to say Violent Ken, but I don't think Alex is that bad.
No, because Violent Ken is slightly different.
Yeah, Violent Ken is down there for breaking the game, in case you didn't watch the first episode.
Alex is like Armor King and Roger Jr. combined with a little bit of Paul Phoenix. And I can't describe it. I really can't describe it. It's such a unique style, despite being 3 styles in one.
And yet it still must be ranked, because I don't think this is unrankable. I just don't know where to put them.
Yeah, because, like, I arguably want to put them next to Dulcim. Because, like, it's a unique style, but, like, story-wise, he's just kind of here for here's sake.
That's kind of hard. Like, maybe more, like, near Folk.
Maybe. Where about his Folk?
Maybe below 12.
I'd say put him above 12.
Above 12.
Yeah. Because, like, they're both weird concepts, but the dinosaur lover in me is going, dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur. It is a dinosaur.
It is a dinosaur. Moving on from the dinosaur into, how do we get into another weird character immediately? Elisa Boskonovich. And I'm mispronouncing because I struggle to say Boskonovich consistently with my accent.
There's like 5 different pronunciations for that last name, don't worry about it.
Yeah, like, I'll try to do all 5 of them. Let's see. So, Arisa Boskonovichi, as the Japanese refer to them, is a robot that is the daughter of Doska Bodanovich, but Bodanovich's daughter's dead. So, like...
Yes, it's Oriana.
Yeah, so, like, it's very weird. She is very, 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 very
like,
weird.
She's in the, like, camp of weird, but in a way that's actually very fun and charming, and, like, I want to put her high. I am immediately putting her points down, because just by the nature of how she is designed, she ends up being quite... Not always high tier, but, like, she's such a pain in the ass to deal with. Because she fights like no one else.
Yeah, she's kind of the skill checker.
So,
you need to know how she works.
It becomes very matchup heavy.
She's been consistent, so, like, you know, it's arguable that if you stick with the games, you will know how she works. But, like, she has a lot. Elisa has just, and I quote, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like, all of it's really fucking charming, like...
Yeah, like, the one thing I think that's helping here is the interaction in, I think, Tag 2, where I think it carried over into other games. Her head falls off and Jack picks it up and, like, just fucking baseball pitches it onto her.
Yeah, just...
Which is such a charming little thing.
Puts it back.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb, because, like, Jack is a military robot, and it's like, nah, I got you, G. Here you go.
I am feeling around Elena.
You are feeling around Elena, which is... I'm going to have to scout. Let's see, whereabouts in the low B? Because bear in mind, I'm seeing... Oh, I see it, right below Nash, right?
Yes. That's around where I'm feeling. I don't know how to, like, solid place around there, but...
I don't think she's as interesting as Nash. Because Nash brings a lot of questions into what you can do in Street Fighter.
Yes.
Cybernetics are kind of par for the course as Brian in Tekken.
Yeah, it's like cybernetics exist. Weird, like, animated corpse is very much a unique thing for Street Fighter.
I will give her a little negative while I'm here because she was on this DLC at one point, but that's a problem with Capcom, not with Tekken. So I'll give Tekken a little slack.
Maybe above Gil? Like, I like Rolento as well.
Yeah,
maybe a little biased, but...
Rolento is fun. We prefer Rolento as the character. I think putting it just below Rolento is fine. Ancient Ogre, or known as Ogre, even though there's 2 ogres. I have never known what to think about Ancient Ogre, because, like, he feels like he's designed to be the antagonist.
Yes.
But you have much better antagonists. The Mishimas are just more interesting. Like, unfortunately.
Yeah, Ogre is an antagonist in the same way, I can't remember what the fucker's name is, the one that is in Savina's arm.
Oh, Azazel.
Yeah, how Azazel's like, it's a force of nature. That's the only reason it's a villain, like...
I mean, I like the depiction, right? I love the idea that he is this ancient, like, Native American almost deity-esque person. You know what I mean? Like, he comes off as
it's
the type of
another
thing
JoJo's reference.
Yeah, it's like the type of thing they would scribe onto the temple walls. But, like, as fun as they are to play, they're just inherently not interesting.
There's some definite questions, especially with certain new characters. There's a lot of questions.
Well, I mean, he's dead, so like.
Yes, which is why we will get we will get to the new character that brings up more questions. But yeah.
So hear me out. Where is Nakali? Nakali's at the bottom of D.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we put Age Ogre that low. I just want to clarify that.
Ogre's definitely better than that.
Yeah. I kind of want to put them next to the Capri, because the same issue with the Capri we have with Ogre.
Sort of, yeah. It's like...
You can't do Agent Ogre anymore. He's dead. His story has concluded.
We kind of can't do them anymore, and like... They both feel like potential men as well, like...
Yeah. Actually, can we put them below Hugo, actually?
Below Hugo. Yeah.
Because, like, as much as you don't like Fuerte, he's a cool concept. And Hugo is just fun to watch.
Yeah, honestly, I would argue all of those are sort of potential men. Like, maybe in different regards, but, like...
Like, they could all come back theoretically and be interesting characters. Like,
well, no, again, DiCaprio and Ancient Ogre kind of can't come back, because one's dead and one's completely reformed, but...
Well, okay, no, you theoretically could do DiCaprio as a separate character, like the undone doll version. It'd just be the same person, but a different kit.
Yeah, I suppose.
You can't do DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Which was the issue. But speaking of characters that are just weird... Again, Tekken seems to start off with a lot of weirdos. Angel. We will get to Angel Jean. I know, technically speaking, on our page, Angel Jean is first. But Angel, technically, is alphabetically first. Playable in... So, there's a reason for that. Angel is playable in Tekken 2, Tekken Tag 1, and Tekken Tag 2. She's listed as DLC for Tekken Tag 2. She's not, as far as I'm concerned.
I think Tekken Tag...
I
think Tekken Tag 2 technically had DLC, but the final version just ended up including everyone regardless.
Yeah, so it did have DLC at one point, 100%, but like there are versions of the game which don't include them as DLC, like the Wii U version, for instance. I know because that's how I first played the game. Shoot me later.
I first played Tekken Tag 2 because I got it for free on Xbox. Like,
hey, sometimes it's what it takes. So here's the fun fact: Angel is the weakest Mishima to ever exist. She is also highly regarded as the weakest character in Tekken Tag 2. Or at least in contention of being at the bottom 5. By a landslide. Because while she has Mishima stuff, she lacks everything good about a Mishima.
That's fair.
Like, she genuinely is not very good. I think, ironically, she's also just better if you get her as Mokujin. Which we will get to. Believe you me.
Yeah.
Because I'm aware of the one guy who is the biggest Mokujin guy in the entire world. I have seen his tier list. So Angel is weak. Does Angel make up for it in story? Not particularly. She doesn't have any explanation.
It just sort of exists.
Well, she fights with Devil Kazuya to try free Kazuya. That's it.
Yeah, that's not much in the way of story.
So, we don't even know if she's alive or dead, technically, because the tag games kind of aren't canon in the same sense, or at least they're not that important to the story. And again, characters just show up because of contractual obligations.
Yeah. So
I'm honestly thinking E tier for Angel. Because, like, she's weak, she's not interesting, most of her kit is borrowed, and she's got no story.
I'm gonna say here, like, in the same vein of, like, again, Violent Ken is only this low because he breaks the game.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Otherwise, like, Angel is probably the better design out of everything that's in E. Maybe if Maki gets another game, she could get put up higher, but, like, as she is now...
I mean...
Honestly, I could probably say the same for Eagle. Like, either of those two get another game, they could move up, but, like, as they are now.
Eagle's fun in Alpha 3, I'll admit to that, but yeah, they need more.
Yeah.
They need more to be up there. Honestly, make Eagle somehow, like, Dudley's lover or something. I don't know. That would seem fitting in my brain.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dudley probably is a two-way swinger.
So yeah,
They are based on pretty
Dudley
many
gives. I do not think it would be hard to convince people that Dudley is I make Dudley a bisexual icon. I think that's fully doable.
Yeah, and honestly, we already know Eagle's gay, so like,
Yeah,
it fits. Okay, they're both English. There's a chance. We're like some sort of debonair, freaking Renaissance romance stuff.
artists, you know what to do.
Yeah, ship it in the comments. Moving on to Angel Jin. I hate doing spoilers for stories, but unfortunately, he's playable, so here he is.
Okay.
He is playable for one fight in Tekken 8 story.
Spoilers.
He is... Yeah, I won't explain how it happens.
Like, I'll play it at some point, if I remember.
I won't say how it happens. He has a lot of stuff from Devil Jin.
Yeah.
But it's more so to the level of, like, upgraded Devil Kazuya power scaling.
Right. I kind of already guessed it would be a real reflavor of things more than an actual change of things.
Yeah, but, like, his design is really cool. It's overblown, but it's overblown in the sense that True Devil Kazuya is also overblown. So, like, you've got to make it match. And also, credit to them for creating at least some different lighting effects for the rage art. Because it does use Devil Jins, but it recolors it to be more angelic. And it's fully lit to be angelic. It's not just we swapped the reds to be blues and yellows and golds and stuff, you know?
Right.
Which is a cool touch. Unfortunately, I think it's gonna be next to Violent Ken again.
Just like, you need more things.
Well, you can't. It doesn't exist anymore.
That's what I mean.
It's,
Well, by that logic, like, these have potential.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. So, like, Angel Jin technically doesn't exist, I guess. It's hard to explain. Like, it's implied it doesn't exist anymore, but it's also implied Kazuya is dead, and then it was implied Heihachi was dead. So, like,
yeah, Heihachi is different. Like, Heihachi is a awkward. Heihachi is corporate meddling, which is a different issue.
They've re-explained it. They've storyline done something with it. But that's
Yes,
about it.
they did do something with it eventually, but like, he was supposed to be dead. Harada has said he was supposed to be dead and stay dead. It's just the corporation, because of the anniversary, were like, no, we have to put him in. So,
to be fair, it sucks, but I can see the argument.
yeah, I get
There's
it.
still ways of doing it by making it not canon, though.
Yeah.
Like Nightmare Geese and Fatal Fury.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, Anna Williams, our first semi-normal character.
I would say Eliza is a regular Tekken character, and is the first human Tekken character.
Yeah, that's why I say normal. Because bear in mind, in the early days of Tekken, the majority of the playable cast were human, with the exception of like Kuma and Jack.
Yeah.
For the most part, I'm pretty certain Yoshimitsu is technically human. I could be wrong. They look human in the most recent incarnation because they have human fingers.
If I
But then
remember
in
correctly,
7 they look like an alien.
Yeah, if I remember, it's like some half species, I think.
Yeah, it's not like Soul Calibur where I can tell you they're technically not. One is technically made of clockwork at some point. It's weird.
Yeah,
Anna
Soul Calibur
Williams,
is actually a spirit.
We will get to there, because trust me, I'm a big Soul Calibur guy. Anna Williams
My preferred
is one of the
Williams
Williams
system.
family. Mine as well.
Yeah.
Again, storyline, it's weird. So both of the Williams sisters were trained to be assassins, but then at some point they went into cryo sleep, which is the explanation somewhat of what happened between Tekken 2 and Tekken 3.
Okay.
So both are put into cryo sleep. Anna awakes 15 years later. Nina has amnesia, and then Anna wants to help Nina not be an assassin. And then from then on, there's a rivalry for as long as time lives, and for as long as it has been a thing, really.
Fair.
To be honest, some of the endings in Tekken, some of the most iconic ones, are Anna Williams and Nina messing with one another, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like the movie set one, which I won't describe too much because YouTube is weird about the topic, but
Okay.
involves it involves perhaps cutting the straps on armor, shall we
Right.
say. Anna's design is really cool as well.
It is. It's very good.
Ironically though, I don't think her Tekken 8 design is as cool as a Tekken 7 design.
I mean, I like her Tekken 8 design. I don't really remember her 7 design.
It's the dress one, with the veil.
So yeah, well, didn't they both go with like dresses for 7?
Yeah, but Nina's is because she's pretending to be a bride.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Alice is just
I was like,
fashionable.
I sort of remember the one we talked about. I do think I prefer the 8 design.
But I don't know. I liked the morning gown. That's just me. Like, I don't hate the current design. I just think it's a little bit. It's just not quite there for me, and maybe it's the hair doing it.
I like the. I don't know. I like the hair. Like generally, I don't know if Anna's designs really miss. If I'm honest, like
yeah, they've not been bad. Even like the ones that are ugly are just nostalgic. Like the white tiger print with the Jamiroquai hat. Best description I've got for it. I don't know, man. Fun to play, yes. She was fun to play. She's not my favorite, but she's fun to play.
Yeah, I probably rank her pretty high. Like I don't know, C Viper Cody range maybe, like mid B. Sorry, dyslexia hits this bit as well.
I think I'm happy putting them above JP.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I don't know, Gokin was more fun to me.
It's like I feel like we'd be splitting hairs between Anna and Gokin, so
yeah, that's fair. Armor King 1/2 because we're doing both together. They're both the same identity.
Same identity, functionally the same character, like mechanically at least.
Your Tekken 8 character, if I'm not
yes.
mistaken.
Yeah, from what little Tekken 8 I have played, I picked up Azucena. I like Azucena, but I prefer Armor King. Armor King is more fun.
Fair.
I like being a heel sometimes. You know.
What is it with you and wrestling heels? It's a pattern.
Is it?
Alex, Armor King 2.
I don't know. No, that's. I don't know if that's a theme at all. I haven't played Alex.
I don't know. I feel like you would though. I don't know. I can see it.
Maybe their mechanics interest me, but like if it's anything like Angel, I will struggle. Like I'll be able to do it in training, but never actually do it in fights.
There. So Armor King 2's story, since that's the one we know more about, because one of them is dead and therefore we know very little, is that he was part of a tag team known as Armor King with his older brother, and after Tekken 3, after the third tournament, Craig Marduk kills the original Armor King in a brawl, in a bar. So Armor King 2 hates Marduk. Absolutely despises Marduk.
Understandable.
For logical reasons, yeah. I think they've patched it up a little. Like, it seems as though they did. But, like, it's complicated. They've never really done much about it. There was meant to be a fight between the two in Tekken 7, but the organizer vanished, and then the G Corporation happened, so blame Heihachi, I guess.
When in doubt.
Always blame Heihachi.
Yeah.
It's the rule. It is not the exception. It is just the rule.
Like, if it's not directly Heihachi's fault, Heihachi was probably involved in the creation of whoever's fault it was, and therefore blame Heihachi anyway.
Yeah, unless it's Boskanovich, in which case it's Boskanovich.
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest. I've never been the biggest Armor King guy, but I'm not the biggest King guy. I mean, this just in terms of playability.
Well, so yeah, I'm a fan of both Kings.
Like, I like the characters, I like the designs, I like the animations. I don't enjoy playing them.
I enjoy playing them. I do actually like playing the Wrestler Boys. In spite technically being more better design because there's more design to it, I'm not a fan of how the armor looks a lot of the time. So like I would visual design in that respect, I would put King above Armor King, but like move design wise, because he's more aggressive, because he's technically a heel, a lot of Armor King's moves look better and have a lot more flavor to them. The rage art of a burning hammer that's like goes so forceful it breaks the ring is like so perfect.
To be fair, I do kind of prefer King's Emerald Flosion, but I'm a big fan of the Emerald Flosion in general.
It's not even an emerald. Like I get
No,
like
but it's heavily inspired by the Emerald Flosion.
I was like, King's Rage Art in 8 is a massive letdown. Like it is.
100%.
Yeah, it's so unimpactful. But we'll get to that more when we get to King himself.
That's why I referred to the 7 Rage Art.
Yeah.
Well, I will refer to both because both are good.
I'm fully ready to talk King up just based purely on one collaboration.
Yeah, I don't like modding Armor King's design aesthetically. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
like
overblown. I 100% agree. It's too many parts.
Yeah,
The Tekken 7 one was better than 8.
It is very much that like anime too many spikes thing.
Also, can I please give them shit for making him DLC twice?
Yes, you
in
can.
a row. That is. I don't accept this ever, and I will be bringing it up with characters I like. Because no, stop doing that. That is a bad practice.
I think at very least Armor King gets into B because he is better than the just he is here to represent the moveset. Because he isn't. He's here to be a wrestling heel, but I think he does more beyond that, which is sort of our top of C is very much the you do your job and that's kind of it section. So I feel like at very least he has to get into B.
C, I think he is the very top of C because he doesn't have much story. If he had more story, I'd agree with you on B, but he doesn't have much.
I suppose that's
semi kind of here.
I would say that's sort of the story-wise. That's where you suffer from. Like that's one of the biggest reasons we don't want people to be DLC twice is because they get no story progression.
Yeah. And that's kind of the problem.
I definitely think B, but I'm quite happy to put bottom of B.
Okay, put him below Gil then. We'll settle the difference.
Like as we fully just break the size of the screen now.
It's fine. I can just zoom in to where I need to go. It's fine.
It's not you I'm worried about.
It's fine. The audience will understand.
The audience will keep up, I'm sure.
Thank you, audience. I believe next is Asuka.
Yes.
Now, bear in mind, there's some characters in this list I won't be able to see on the screen, so you might have to correct me on some of them. As we get closer to the B section, there's one character somewhere, and I know there is. Asuka Kasama is one of my friend's favourite characters in all of Tekken. It's one they play.
It's understandable.
And I don't blame them. Like, Asuka is not flashy, but never had to be flashy.
I mean, she's flashy in, her way, but,
It's more like a Sakura style of flashy, you know
that's what I mean.
Like, it's flashy, but it's still relatively grounded.
Yeah.
It's not Li Chaolan being like, here's a present for you, Rose Grenade! You will get to him.
With the Sakura comparisons, hypothetical, but never properly looked into potential for them having an evil side,
Can I also highlight the sheer hilarity of the fact that despite, technically speaking, the playable outfit for Asuka, in Player 1 specifically, is traditional gi. The Player 2 outfit's the one that lasted longer, and then became the primary costume.
Yeah, and the gi is now the secondary outfit.
Yeah, it's a good decision. I approve of it, to be honest. I do think the original Player 2 outfit looks better, and it's more fitting for Tekken.
I think it's just more fitting for her in general.
It's the boots, if I'm honest. I like the boots. They've always had a layered design that makes sense to me, even back on early hardware, which is hard to do.
It's it'd be like putting Sakura again, because there's gonna be a lot of comparisons to Sakura here. I feel like if you put Sakura in just a gi, it wouldn't feel right either. You know?
Yeah, I could definitely feel you there. Again, Asuka. Again, the problem with Tekken characters is that because Tekken's story has always just been in the arcade run,
mostly
there isn't much until 7 and 8.
Yeah.
In 7, she suffers significantly by having nothing and being there for being their sake, kind of.
It's being there because she's a Kazuma, and that's kind of it.
But she's always had that rivalry with Lily that's at least been interesting and fun to watch.
Yes, and honestly, as much as I got disappointed by the end of those unlocks for them all just being, oh, it's a guy with a shirt, take his shirt off, or it's a guy without a shirt, put a shirt on him. The initial costumes you get of swapping characters' costumes, the Asuka and Lily ones, work really well.
Shall we put her up a C?
I'm okay with top of C, yeah. I could see arguments for higher, but again, she's just kind of not got a lot going on.
Yeah, she didn't have much of an appearance in Tekken 8 story. If she had more, I think we could push her. But, like, she's just a supporting cast member. And honestly, you don't see her that much, really. I think she's in, like, one fight, maybe?
Like, she's a very good support. Like, fighting games need supporting cast. Like,
oh, absolutely.
This is, same reason why we have so much of the A Warrior 8 and why characters like Manon and Marissa exist. It's like, they're not important to the story, but they're here,
yeah.
right? Like...
For, like, counterpoint, her role is kind of filled in the story by Xiao Yu. No, that's Xiao Yi, is it? How do you pronounce her name?
Who?
You think I'd know by now. The Ling Xiao Yu, I think it is. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've always struggled with it for some reason. It's the Ling bit. The Ling bit throws me off. I can't explain it.
I'm pretty sure it is Xiao Yu, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Xiao Yu. It's usually how it's pronounced. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but we'll try it. Azucena,
Penis Cafe.
Castillo, Harada Coffee.
Yeah, Penis Cafe.
No, Harada Coffee. No. I will always call it Harada Coffee. We can misput it all I want, that's fine, but it is Harada Coffee. That is what's on the mug.
Okay.
At least on the bottom. It's Harada's head on the base bottom of the mug. And also, it was a pre-order bonus for Tekken 8, so I will acknowledge it as technically being semi-real-world canon. Credit for them for picking a character from Peru.
Yeah. Like,
always credit. Common location.
Like, always credit for Tekken for picking all over the world. Like, actually. Like... all over the world, but 5 people are from at least 5 people are from New York. Thanks, Street Fighter.
But I have to completely crap on her story in the actual story mode of A. I have to. I'm sorry. I just do.
I say, is she even here?
Why? Okay, no, she is, and I need to explain it. Spoilers for Tekken 8. I'm sorry. This has annoyed me since the game's launch. I need to discuss this. For some reason, I want you to picture Azucena, right? Picture Azucena.
Okay.
And every part of her.
Okay.
Could you see her joining the same side as Kazuya Mishima, Nina Williams, and Sergei Dragunov in a war zone?
No.
Could you? Precisely. Why? Do you want to know why she has a fight in that mode? Okay. In the army?
Why?
Because Leo is on the other side and they're debating coffee. And I think tea.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why would you join the side of the person trying to destroy the world? That makes no sense for you.
Yeah, then there's no coffee.
There is no coffee. Your beloved llamas are gone. Why would you join G-Corp? And they go, well, it's good for my optics. Being part of a dictatorship is part of your optics?
I mean, I feel like, as you said, granted higher because mechanically she's very fun and she doesn't exactly have... She actually has the potential to come back.
But God, her story sucks.
I'll say, but God, does she just fall into the potential man tier? Like...
Yeah, 100%. I want her to return. But there are other Tekken 8 characters I want to see return first, because goddamn, you know who my favourite debuting character in 8 is. When we get to them, we will get to them, and I will shower them with praise for design.
Like, I hope she comes back as well. Like, generally, she's very fun. I like playing her.
But please fix the story. She shouldn't have been in a war zone fighting over coffee. Like, no, that doesn't make sense. Like, just, I don't care if I don't care if the devil's coffee drinker. No. I believe it's back now, right? Back Dusan?
Big Dusan, yeah.
Good old Hurang's master, who we don't know if he's alive or not. I like to think he's dead, to be honest. He's old, right? Yeah. I think he died of old age.
Or, like, retired.
Like, he was still... Yeah, he was spry, don't get me wrong, but, like, everyone has to go at some point.
I always like the idea of more of, like, they just hung up the boot. Well, not boots, it's Taekwondo, but they've just hung up the gi and they're just, like, retired somewhere, just, I don't know, drinking some tea. Like, I like keeping the characters alive and around. but like
Yeah,
not at
true.
all involved yet. That just you could have them in a cameo in the background of a scene somewhere.
That's true, but I think it works both ways because you could use it as part of Wang's motivations.
I mean,
Carry on his legacy.
I'll say, yeah, that's kind of the other reason why I want him alive and around. So at some point, someone important can kill him to give Haurang a reason to not to want to fight the person that killed it. Like,
I will say this with pure confidence. He is by far, for the old man martial arts concept, one of the better ones to play. Honestly, his taekwondo is fun to use. And also, he looks so cool in a suit. He just does, okay? He has the fedora, he has the scarf, he has the suit, and it should look silly on him. But it doesn't. Like, I don't know. I love his vibe. And if he returned, I'd want him to wear the suit over the gi. Because, like, there's something to it of, like, yeah, I'm retired, so I'm just going to travel the world, look sharp, enjoy my time, you know, have that sort of just relaxation and high life. But, like, there's nothing much for him.
Just fully give him the goddamn these kids pulling me out of retirement sort of energy.
Yeah, he feels like if he's going to be in a game, he'll be DLC and he won't have a story. Which sucks. Or he'll have a story in the actual story, he'll die, and then he'll become playable later as DLC.
Right.
Kind of like how Quan Chi was in the base story of Mortal Kombat 1, but then became DLC, or Ermac, I suppose, or Shang Tsung. We'll get to him eventually.
Shang Tsung's going to lose some extra points for one very specific decision.
Yep, I think I know what decision that is, but we'll save that bucket of bees until Mystery Wrestling, or that episode. One of the two. See, he's also just a potentials guy.
I would say he also feels like we're in the potential man too.
I kind of want to put him above Blanca but below Guy, because Guy is also a teacher right now. They're the teacher for Kimberly.
Yeah.
So it just feels apt to put them together. If Ziku was there, even better, but I think Ziku is just more interesting inherently.
Yeah, Ziku did something interesting mechanically. Like that
Strider him.
Man got extra points for doing something unique.
Now, you're not gonna fool me. I'm looking at the Tekken list, and it says next character is Bob, but I know it's not Bob. It's Bo Montana.
I was like, I see a Bo Montana in my list. Yeah.
Right. Time to educate. Bo Montana, also known as Rodeo, is exclusive to Tekken Mobile and is unlocked by reaching the 4th milestone on pre-registrations. He's a quarterback football player in college, and he dominated in the States. So he then left that job. He then went into the military service, had a combat record that was spotless, and then here he is. This is Bo. That's it. I just explained Bo to you.
Okay, what is his fighting style?
His fighting style, I'll have to actually look that one up, because that's the one thing I don't know. And I might actually have to watch footage to tell you.
Like, because I
okay, you tell me what you think it is, and I will tell you if you're correct.
I don't think this is what it is, but he gives me the energy of someone who should be using, like, the sticks, you know, like Steve Blackman. Like...
No. Would you believe me if I said he had more of a boxing stance?
Yes, yeah, I would believe you.
Kind of Lukey sort of vibe. Like,
okay.
And I'll send you a picture of his stance, and you tell me if you can see, like, a Luke-esque stance.
Kinda. It's just like it's just a boxing stance. Like Luke is a lot more of a fluid boxer.
Yeah. I imagine it's gonna be like a little bit CQC-y, like a little bit of the military take on boxing, not like close range takedowns or anything.
I would assume it's something like that. Yeah, but
he probably has a rage art.
Do we care enough to find it? I don't.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm curious. He has a character reveal trailer. Hang on, that'll tell me his style, right?
I mean, you'd hope so.
To be fair, I'm looking at the pictures of gameplay, and it kind of feels like Steve. It kind of feels like Steve's rage art.
I was gonna say, why do I have a feeling this is just a reskinned Steve?
It's not. He's got headbutts and kicks.
Oh my god, Steve with kicks.
Steve with kicks. Oh wow, actually, you know what? No. I like this style.
Oh god.
No, like seriously, I kind of like this. This is my sort of style. He's got the sun keeps spinning clotheslines.
God, did we need double lariat? I don't like the football. Like, I know he is a former football player. I do not like the football player costume.
Yeah, but like, I like the shoulder charge up. That makes sense.
The like bouncer style, like suit jacket, shirt, and chain. That's a good costume.
I kind of, weirdly enough, looking at this trailer, I kind of like him.
I will say I hate that he has like pushed himself into the potential man tier.
Yeah, I hate that too. But like, honestly, I can see him working.
Like,
You know, I can see me playing him if he came into the game.
do I like?
Worrying.
I was like, do I like him? No, but like,
That's a Miguel style. I like that.
is he doing way better than I thought he would? Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's skipping the E tier. I think he's in the D tier, unfortunately.
Yeah, like.
I don't think he's high on the D tier. I don't
No,
think he's high.
because we don't have enough to go off to put him high, but like...
Okay, let's put him above Birdie. How about that? We'll put him above Birdie.
Yeah, that's sort of probably where I was thinking.
Because I like 12 too much. I refuse to put him above 12. Like, no.
Yeah, like, no, I get that. Like, we've said this before, but like, 12 is mechanically interesting, he just isn't very good. And like, if you make a 12 that's good, we would be really here for it.
Yeah. Like, I kind of even like the military style, weirdly enough. Like, it's definitely stupid, but...
Yeah, like...
I mean, it's Tekken stupid. It fits.
Like, as the guy that talks about the aesthetics, like, yeah, like, he has one dud costume, but like, that's trying to be a story costume, so like...
Yeah, that's like what he was before, so like, it's bad, but like, it's bad because it's just a sports costume, and they always don't look good in fighting games.
Like the bouncer costume just looks solid. The military costume is better in other colors than the one that we've used for this, but like, still isn't bad.
I think the one that's the default render.
Yeah, it's like
default render's the blue, so yeah.
The default blue.
Like the football costume.
Yeah, it's like the default blue ain't great, but there was like a sandstone, like a desert camo that fit really well. Like,
I could see Bo actually working. That's better than some of the Street Fighter characters we've seen show up, right?
That's
Sawada, I don't want to see. Bo, I could consider.
Like, yeah.
What a world we live in. Bo did better than I thought he would, to be honest.
That is.
I'm glad I found that trailer. I might have to find the other ones.
Wonderful.
Because, hey, if Bo is that good, maybe the others are that interesting.
Yeah.
You don't know. It could happen. But like, it's time for Bob. Bob is annoying.
I was like, gonna start with maybe the biggest no, actually, Kimamitsu might be more of a disappointment. I can't decide which of the Season 3 announcements was a bigger disappointment for me.
Let me just put it to you this way. Little Miss 2 DLCs.
Yeah, but like I think the reason more so I didn't want her to show up is because she keeps getting she ends up being really powerful.
And we're gonna just skip over the fact that Bob was like one of the best characters in Tekken 6.
Oh yeah, Bob has been, but he isn't by default. Kumamitsu kind of feels like she is. But we'll get to that.
Bob and Feng both had this issue, right? They debuted as by far one of the best characters in the game.
Right.
And yes, we will get to you, Lars. You were egregious for that. You were shockingly egregious for that. I've never cared about Bob.
I don't like Bob.
Never cared.
The least I can say is you do a good job of the fat guy gimmick than Rufus. So at very least I think you are in D tier.
Yeah, like Bob is fun to watch. That's the thing, right? Bob is fun to watch. Just fight because he has so many compelling moves, and he's got the flips. And he's got the dips, and he's got the spinnies, and like, inherently, that's cool. But like, do I want Bob? Am I clamoring for Bob? No.
Would I have preferred almost anyone else in that DLC slot other than Bob? Absolutely.
Yes. I would have preferred Alex, because I get Alex and Roger, and I'm like, yes, please.
I mean, honestly, after what we just saw, I would have preferred fucking Bo Montana.
Yeah, I would have preferred Bo. You know what? Let's put them just below Bo. Just below. Just to rub it in.
I don't know. I would say I would rather have Fong here, actually.
Really?
I am going there, and that's mostly for the stereotype.
No, you know what? I'd rather Dakali.
I mean, I'm happy to do this.
Hell yeah, I'll do that. Hell yeah! Nikali would be one of my Blorbo tiers. I'm standing on this ground.
Because T-Hawk really is just kind of here, and he kind of always has been, so...
Yeah, to be honest, I'd even prefer Sodom to Hawk, but, like, I understand Sodom's boring.
I was yeah, Sodom is even more, like, kind of just there.
I still want him, god damn it. I like him.
I agree he could be pushed higher into the list, but like no, as he is, he's where he is.
Accurate, no, but which one would we rather see?
Yes,
Sodom.
Yeah, it's like Sodom has more potential, but as he stands, he's done less.
Oh no, we have to discuss Bruce Irving.
Do we, or can we just put him in the bin?
No, because like, okay, no, we cannot.
It's a shame.
Listen. Bruce has been utterly replaced by Falcon Ram. Literally note for note.
Kinda, yeah.
Most of his moves were taken from Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
There are comparisons, but Bruce was really fun to play in Tag 2.
But I know a lot of people didn't like Bruce, or at least didn't care for Bruce.
Yeah, because Bruce didn't have a story. And also, like, okay, put Bruce next to Falcon Ram and go, what looks more interesting? The big tatted up roid monster or the amateur-looking Muay guy? And I know Bruce isn't. I know he's a champion, but still, in comparison.
To be fair, Falcon Ram has a lot of problems, but we will get to that.
We will get to that. I think Bruce goes to the D tier. I don't debate that. I don't think it's about his E tier. Who's less interesting? Who's more interesting? Who's less interesting? I'd be tempted to put him below Necro?
Maybe Colleen, just because...
Yeah, I was thinking Colleen. I'm like, I could go either way, so we'll say higher and then go lower.
Because it's like, again, Colleen needs other people to have story, but she does have story. Like,
that's true. I think she could be more interesting if she had her own vibe. But
yeah,
we don't have that yet.
But
we don't have that world.
Whenever, like, the only way we get Colleen having her own stuff going on is by first having her have more stuff go on with the Secret Society, and Capcom seems to have forgotten about the Secret Society, so...
Yeah, we didn't. Check out our latest videos for our view on that one.
Yeah, the video I'm actively in the process of editing will come out before this.
Brian... Mother Trucking Fury. First of all, let me get my rant out the way on this DLC. Moving on. I like Brian. Brian is weird. Brian is really weird, but like, I feel like if you just observed Tekken, right? You didn't look into the story, you just watched Tekken gameplay, you wouldn't realize how weird Brian Fury is.
It's like, there's only a few hints in his gameplay that he's a cyborg. Like, that's...
Yeah, and not even that, he's cyborg zombie cop.
Yeah.
Who's gone psycho, because he was a cop. Let's just remind ourselves of this. I guess with him tossing a girder might perhaps give a little bit of a red flag, but
like, yeah, it's like, there's like his rage art, but like there's having like this, looking through the cybernetic eye and stuff, but like, for how much nonsense that is going on with this character, it's actually, it's it's very much show don't tell, but we're not showing much either. Like,
yeah, it's like, you need to know.
Yeah.
Do I think his rivalry with Yoshimitsu is more interesting than Asuka and Lily? No, not even close. Because like, you can play off of a lot of genre tropes with Asuka and Lily.
Yes.
It's the whole West Side Story sort of vibe.
Yeah, it's
they're from two complete different worlds.
Yes.
But Brian is
just
fun.
Make them gay.
Put Brian. Who says they're not?
Make them canonically gay.
How about we put Brian below Alex but above G? And I can explain why.
Sure, because I would probably think higher, but I'm interested to see your thoughts.
So, my argument is Alex and Brian have a very similar build and similar sort of feel to them. Not in terms of how they fight, but in terms of the presence.
Okay.
But I think Alex technically has more story than Brian. But likewise, I think Brian has more going on than G at the moment.
That's a point. We didn't address that. The patch didn't get rid of the incest. It just got rid of the grooming.
Cool. Then we've taken him all the way down to below Remy. No, I'm kidding. Not that far. Jesus Christ. Who's got a disappointing story in the C tier to put him above you want to put him below Ziku
Sure.
for bad decisions?
For bad decisions.
At least Ziku we didn't have to worry about.
Yeah.
You know, he's tried and done. I don't know. I feel like Brian could be a very compelling villain, but he needs more. He needs something.
I don't know. I kind of like him being auxiliary. Like, I don't think I ever want prime villain Fury.
Oh no. I don't mean like prime villain. Jesus, I don't mean like make him a Mishima or anything. But like, I can see him being a driving force
Just, like,
to some extent.
Yeah, just like as a psychotic person going around destroying shit and beating people up. Like, it's very good. It's what he does.
Just go full Mad Max with him, which they've already technically done. But Christy Monteiro.
Echo Fighters before Echo Fighters were a thing.
We couldn't get Eddie Gordo, so here's Christy Monteiro.
Except for we also got Eddie Gordo, so...
Yeah, but Tekken 4 we didn't. Like, so Tekken 4, Christy debuts, Eddie doesn't. There is an explanation. I know there is. And it's that... I'm trying to remember how to word this. Christy is the granddaughter of the person who taught Eddie Gordo capoeira. And Eddie swore to pass on everything to Christy. So it's kind of like learning from the father, but not, in a way.
Okay.
So he takes Christy under the wing, teaches him capoeira, which is a Brazilian martial arts style. I will fix that part. Yes, I said Caribbean before, but like to me, it was part of the Caribbean slave trade route, which was the main driving force. Like, history is not my forte here. Eddie leaves at some point, and Christy decides to try and find Eddie. And that's why she joins the Iron Fist tournament for. But then later on, she's fighting to cure her grandfather of a disease that's incurable, hoping that if she wins the tournament, the Mishima Saibatsu's technology can help make a cure. It's not a very complex motivation, but it's a sweet motivation. And then, yeah, it doesn't work.
She's also just Eddie, like, mechanically.
She's Eddie mechanically. Her story is simple, but it makes sense. It unfortunately has also come to an end, I will argue.
It's the only thing that's going to stop us for someone else, though.
No, but like, her entire thing is, hey, I'm going to cure my granddad. Tekken 6. Oh crap, he's dead. It's like, what do you do with Christy? That's the issue. Really?
Are you thinking higher or lower? Because I'm just sort of making a move.
I wasn't sure, in all honesty.
Like,
I think I can accept that, though. I can accept it.
Like, I feel like it's very middle of the road. But, like, part of that is just because, yeah, she's just a clone. She's an Echo Fighter. Like, yeah, her plot's nice enough, but, like, it's just Eddie again. Like...
Yeah, but it's... I guess at least they have a decent story.
Yeah, it's like...
To back up why they are there instead of Eddie.
Yeah.
Because Eddie doesn't have to always be, like, at least in the base roster of things. So I can accept it. I can accept C tier. Because I don't know where I'd put her, in all honesty.
Right.
I don't know. See this list, I kind of want to move Ed up to C tier now. Because I've grown to like Ed.
I'm okay moving Ed up.
Yeah, sure. Let's put Ed above Remy. How about that? Hell, I'll take him above Evil Ryu. That's fine. I'll take the bonus bump up. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not putting him above Q, but...
No, that's fair. I was introduced to them in Tekken 8 tournaments courtesy of Alex, and well, let's put it to you this way. I like it. I was harsh on him before, but I do like his playstyle, and I will probably pick him up when I play the game. And that's a when. I do think it's going to happen.
Street Fighter 6 is a very good game. I just wish its DLC wasn't so expensive.
Fair.
If I say it in every episode, maybe they'll do something about it.
Maybe. Claudio Serafino.
The man that yo-yos up and down. The man that yo-yos up and down the tier list like I don't know what.
Fun fact: the character who is the main character of the oldest champion of Tekken history, which was the old age pensioner circuit. I forgot its name. I do apologize for confirming them as OAPs, but I generally cannot remember the name of the tournament in which they won. But they were a Claudia main. I believe her name was Hisako Sakai.
Did a Claudia win the last one? I know Panda won the previous one.
No. Okay, so there is a place in Japan where it is just like the elderly compete.
Yeah.
Hisako Sakai won it, and it's an actual like senior citizen esport league.
Yes.
And to be fair, we would refer to them as OAPs over here, so that's just the term we use. Her main was Claudia Serafino, and I need to at least acknowledge that, because historically she is the oldest Tekken champion in 92.
Right.
It wasn't a very dynamic game. I will put it to you that way. I did watch it. But I appreciate that they had fun, and I loved it for that reason. Does it mean that I'm going to buff Claudio up? No.
Probably
It's
doesn't.
fun
Yeah,
to-
maybe not that much of a impacting fact, but
It's a fun trivia little tidbit. Claudio's like one of the only characters who has all story and has actual main story implications, which is weird.
yeah, it doesn't feel like it when you look at him.
No, but he is the leader of the Marksmen of Sirius, which is a group of Italian exorcists who have been in Europe for hundreds of years. And yes, I refer to them as Italian because Claudio is Italian and they are based in Italy. So, all signs point to Rome. Heihachi brings them in to try execute Devil Kazuya. That semi-fails, if I remember correctly. And then they are brought in again to deal with Azazel, and that is also failure.
Well, it's not as successful as anyone would hope.
Yeah, and I say Azazel, it's more so Kazuya when he's fighting Azazel and when he absorbs Azazel. Because, like, Devil Kazuya is like, there's Devil Kazuya and there's True Devil Kazuya, so I don't know if I like Claudio. I think he is unique, though.
Yeah, we put an archer in a Tekken game.
We put a JoJo character in a Tekken game.
No, we established Ogre already existed.
No. We put a Pillar Man. I mean a JoJo, like a Hamon user, like a Zeppelini.
Oh, so yeah, Claudio's not a JoJo, a Zeppeli maybe, but he's not.
Yeah, he's a Zeppeli. He's a Hammond user.
Yeah, I can see
To
that.
some extent. I don't know if there's a Steel Bull Run comparison, and don't tell me there is, because that might be a thing that you look into.
I mean, I can tell you that the spin's the equivalent of Harmon, but that doesn't really tell you anything.
Yeah, like, don't tell me there's anyone who does spin archery, I guess is the term. Do I want Claudio back? No. Will he come back? Probably.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
Claudio for me is one of the most swingy characters. Like, aesthetically, like, between costume to costume, he goes from, that looks really cool, to that's just weird and too many belts.
I was gonna go, that goes way too much BDSM softcore sex dungeon. Was gonna be the term I use.
No, that's
Particularly because of the belts one.
I was gonna say,
it
no.
looks like you can tie him up.
Yeah, no. The softcore BDSM stuff's devil gin.
I don't even think he'd consider himself only softcore, if I'm honest.
No, but like in visual design.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that serious style restraint gear was a choice.
Yeah.
I don't even know why he would choose to wear it, in all honesty.
And like as I sort of mentioned in the beginning, he really does go from like he's bottom tier, he's mid tier, he's high tier, he's back to being mid tier, he's high tier again. Oh no, he's bottom tier again. Like, and this is in the same game. Like patch to patch, Claudio changes so much in his ability, in his viability.
I think that's because he was the new guy in the story, so he felt like he had to be good, and then they overtuned him. And it's like, well, he's still the guy from the story, so we had to make him good.
But like even in this, like in Tekken 8 now, where he's like,
yeah, he's swingy. He's still
he's still very much going like patch to patch between being like.
Yeah. What is Claudio in the tier list? Let's find out.
I think currently
Where is
he's
he
on
at this point.
I'll say currently I think he's in the higher end, but I haven't really looked at the season 3 as the 3.0 patches. So
Okay, well, let me tell you what. This website's community ranking not very good for Tekken. Let me tell you.
okay.
Like quite literally, I just clicked on it, and only 8 characters are not S tier. So
Yeah, that's not good ranking.
that's a list.
Mm-hmm.
That is a list for sure, buddy. Let's see. Sure, PC games, why not? Oh, he's in S tier again. Cool.
Yeah, it's
Cool,
like,
he's in S again. Yay!
last
Though,
time
to
I
be fair,
checked,
they
he
put
is in the
Kuma
viable
in B, and
section.
I'm like, ooh. They put Kuma in B, and I'm like, Kuma's semi-viable. You know, I've seen some Kumas.
Yeah, we've seen a few Kumas, but those are like Kuma one tricks. Like,
Yeah, but they're really good at it, and hey, that's all that matters, right?
yeah,
really
I think
good something.
the thing with the Kuma players is like you really have to commit to it, I guess.
I don't know where to put Mr. Claudio. Maybe we put him next to Ed.
So yeah, like visually, I think he's very good, and like his story isn't bad. It's just he feels like it's like he's auxiliary to the plot. Like he's a Zeppeli. He's there, and he kind
He
of
is.
matters.
Yeah. Now you see why I call him a Zeppelin.
Yeah, it's like at this point we're just waiting for him to die for the plot, right? Like
I like. To be fair, we're not shitting on Will and Antonio frickin' Zeppeli because he's one of my favorite JoJo characters at this point. I've started to watch the show. I'm on season 2. Well,
Part
2, which it should be down season, in my own opinion. But like that is.
I get why, because
worms.
1 and 2 are shorter compared to the
Yeah,
others.
but like, come on, give them the room to breathe. So like at that point, part 3 would be season 3, and it would make sense instead.
I think they then tried to make part 3 into 2 seasons just to make it even worse.
We'll get to that, I suppose. But like, I don't know. He could be cool, but he isn't. I guess. Maybe.
It's like there's vibes, but he kind of just doesn't care.
Yeah. You know who else doesn't care? Combat. This is Combat. Say hi to Combat, because Violet would love you to say hi to Combat.
I'm here waiting for your explanation as how I'm not putting him below Abigail.
Simple. Number 1, you can customize his moveset entirely in Tag 2, which is interesting. Broken, yes, but at least more interesting than Abigail's entire being.
Okay.
And in Tekken 4, he's actually decent to play. As far as a clone character goes, the roster he can clone from is actually pretty good.
So above Abigail.
Yeah, I'm not saying he should be much higher, Jesus Christ, but like, he's at least more interesting than Abigail, and you know it. Like, don't sell him that short. Come on. That's just rude. Like,
I don't know Combat. It always gives me the vibe of something that just.
Okay. Yeah, Combat's entire main gimmick was he didn't have a moveset. So when Tag 2 came out, they leveraged that and went, well, would you like to develop your own Tekken character? Here's Combat. Give him whatever moves you want from any characters. And like, just integrate them. So you could give it like Mishima Lily. You could make it Miguel Bob. You could make it.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Sebastian Xiaoyu Williams. Like, you could do everything.
Like, I think the way Street Fighter 6 does it for its story mode and its create a character thing is maybe a bit more reserved than how I assume that functions.
Yeah, basically, he's like Ancient Ogre in that he has moves from everybody, but you choose the moves. Which, of course, leads to problems and competitive bans. Because some moves are just better than others. And some strings, as a result, are really goddamn good. Welcome to Combat. Craig Murdoch.
Captain Happy Slaps.
Man who I love. I still question why he was DLC, but I understand why he's not base roster in Tekken 7. Because he was a little boring, if we're honest.
Still probably would have been a better pick than Bob.
No, because then I'd have to run about double DLC. I don't want to do that about Craig. I like Craig.
But, like, I would still run... Like, granted, I wouldn't really... If I'm personally honest, I wouldn't want either of them, but...
Well, you would want one over the other. I get what you mean. Let's just remind ourselves at the time he had hair in Tekken 4.
Uh-huh.
And when his tattoo was blue for some reason?
I mean, he's stone cold. Like, that's clearly the inspiration for Marduk, is
No. Scott Steiner.
Maybe a bit of both. Like, I can sort of see both.
I see the muscle-bound freak part of him. I go, well, there's a little Steiner in this guy.
So I mean, you can definitely see the sort of wrestlers that Marduk is inspired by.
Yeah, I think we only say Stone Cold because he's bald. But, like, there's so many bald wrestlers where it could fit.
If it wasn't for Armor King already having a stunner, I could see Marduk having a stunner.
Yeah, but I could also see him having the F5.
Yeah.
Also, God, can we discuss his, like, the suit outfit with, like, the frilly shirt and the pinstripe pants and the vest and the trilby hat?
I don't remember this, but it sounds awful.
Oh, no. No, you're being reminded. Behold!
I am beholding. See, now he just looks like, now he just looks like Sheamus.
I honestly love the outfit. It's so dumb, but God, it kind of works.
Or like,
No, I think you hit it with Sheamus. You hit it.
Or like a Conor McGregor, or like a different, or like an MMA or a boxing guy, like outside of the ring.
I mean, he is an MMA guy, so like, that makes sense. Inherently, he is interesting as style. Because, okay, he's not MMA, he's Val Trudeau. But he feels like MMA to some extent.
I mean, again, I call him kind of heavy slats because a lot of his like punching normals are just slapping the opponent around.
If I remember correctly, he was also really good in Tekken 4. Or at least moderately good in Tekken 4. Maybe he was better in 6.
I mean, I don't know about I don't know in terms of like rank and stuff because I only ever played against the arcade, but he felt pretty good in 4.
Yeah, he was fun to play, no doubt. Do I want him back? No.
I mean,
So
I agree. Yeah.
I think that's going to lend him into the D tier.
Yes.
The question is where? And I think above Ancient Ogre but below Hugo, because I think if you asked me which one of the two I'd prefer, Hugo is the answer.
Wait, hell yeah! Legitimately put Hugo in Tekken. That's not even a joke. Actually do that. That would be great.
It would work. It would fit. That's the worst bit.
That's what I mean. It's like this is not a joke statement. I need to clarify. Hugo would actually just fit in Tekken.
Honestly, a lot of them would fit into Tekken. I think Ibuki would fit, like, without question.
I mean, if we could get Ibuki instead of Kunimitsu, I'd be here for it.
Maybe there'll be a mod for it.
Probably.
Devil Gene, the BDSM guy.
Yes.
To refer to him. I still don't see it.
He has a lot of very... He has the anime too many straps thing going on.
Yeah, but he's designed to have the too many straps thing going on. You know
Yes.
what I mean? And like that's a later thing too. Like that's a Tekken 7 problem, which carried over into Tekken 8 because he had like the strap shirt in 7. Did you forget the strap shirt?
I mean, I didn't play 7, so...
And it was an issue, to be fair, with I think Jin as well had the problem, but like literal strap shirt, and that was his default costume.
Yeah. Again, anime, too many straps.
It's like, it carried over from 7. I can't blame 8 for that decision. Hell, honestly, the suit looked good, as far as I'm concerned. I like the long coat suit. Because, like, it resembles Kazuya to some extent, and it should at least feel a little Kazuya-like. Because that's the reason Jin has the Devil Gene.
Do we think that the like dark angel wings on Devil Jin were like always supposed to be foreshadowing, or because he doesn't have demon wings, he has black angel wings.
So it depends on the appearance, because I don't think they were like always made out to be, or if they were, it didn't look quite right.
I feel like Jin never had proper like demon wings. I feel like they were always more like black feathered wings.
I mean, when we saw the wings in 4, they were kind of veiled in darkness to some extent. It was hard to make out if it was feathers. They looked like angel wings, but like they didn't necessarily mean they were. I think perhaps his Tekken 5 appearance made it foreshadowing though, because his Player 2 costume has white wings. And it has like the white coloration. And he's always had like the white fire on his pants with his Tekken Player 2 costume, even when the wings then became black. So I can see an argument for Tekken 5 it being established. Maybe not Tekken 4 or 3. Is Devil Jin fun to play? That's the question we've got to ask ourselves. Because I feel like there's two types of people in this world, and it's Jin enjoyers and Devil Jin enjoyers. There doesn't seem to ever be an overlap. Because they don't feel the same.
Yeah.
They have similarities, but they are nowhere near the same person.
So I definitely think the best thing that came out of Devil Jin was the new moveset for stuff in Jin for 8, because I think that was a revitalization the character needed. But
the Tekken 8 story for Devil Jin is weird. I do want to kind of give him credit, because his stage was actually pretty fun. Like, the whole development of the Devil Jin part of Jin, not necessarily being a devil, was perhaps the thing. And again, he does turn into the angel form, so it feels more like a misunderstood version of Jin's psyche. I like to dive into what is Devil Jin to Jin.
like, it has interesting implications, but I don't know if it matters, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, it doesn't anymore.
Yeah, I suppose it yeah.
It used to back in the day, but like, the argument is, do the Devil Jin and the Angel Jin exist anymore? Does the Devil Jin in general exist? Or is it just stuck in Reina? Maybe put them above the Capri?
Yeah, I was thinking like here-ish, like, I mean, maybe
Yeah,
not that
I
high,
would make-
but like...
honestly, I think below Kage. If we're putting them next to all three of the evil ones, I think below Kage.
I'd probably give Guile a bit more credit as well. Like,
honestly, I want to give DJ a bit more credit. His Street Fighter 6 portrayal's been pretty good. It's been fun to watch, and his super where you have to actually time the inputs, I will give credit to.
We have officially reached I cannot fit it all on the screen.
Yay! I feel like we're going to need to just pop the character onto the side so you can see it.
Oh, I always do. I'm going to change
it.
the visual reformatting. I'm visually reformatting the episode a bit, but compared to episode 1, because
Whatever works.
I had the idea of how to redo it or how to make it look better at quite literally the end of the first episode. So I'm like, I'm not redoing this episode, but I'll do it for the next episode.
That is very fair. Devil Kazuya, and before someone mentions it, yes, that is true Devil Kazuya, I know, but it was hard to find a decent looking devil render, so I just picked the design I like.
So yeah, Devil Kazuya has looked significantly different from game to game, so...
But I feel like that's because it's utilized the evolution in technology, because it was originally just a purple guy.
Yes.
It looked bad. Tekken 1 Devil Jin looks awful, but it has the benefits of being old. But then you look at Devil Jin from Tekken 2, and it's like, yeah, no, Devil Jin 1 looks ugly.
I think...
And then you go to Tag, and it looks worse. Like, ugh.
My thing again, though, with, like, Devil Kazuya is... The best thing that has come out of Devil Kazuya is the improved design for Kazuya in Tekken 8. Like...
Yeah.
Making Devil Kazuya just part of Kazuya's kit feels better, it makes more sense.
Yeah, I think we can put him next to Devil Jin without consequence. I think, honestly, we could put him above Devil Jin.
I don't... I mean, I guess more
like,
instances of him being his own thing, but, like...
I think the argument is the revitalization of Kazuya is semi-more important than Jin. Because Jin was always set out to be the protagonist. Kazuya had to grow into being the antagonist. So Devil Kazuya had to do more work. But that's just my theory on the matter, you know?
Fair enough.
I think any other day they could swap. Dr. Bosgonovich. The good doctor. Yeah, well, I said I would try to mispronounce it all 6 ways, so...
I know, I've been waiting for that one, like, the whole time, so...
Yeah, so, fun fact, his fighting style is, and I quote, everything that he knows.
Which is not a lot.
Well, I mean, in Tekken 3, he can't even stand up, I'm pretty certain. Like, he is lying down. He is significantly the worst character in the game, but he is designed to be the worst character in the game. By a country mile. He is the worst in every game.
Pretty much, yeah.
But he is fun to play, even though he's the worst character in every game. I think he ends up in E, I do agree. I see you moving him. I see it. Can we at least give him credit for being important to the series?
Yes, but like...
Without him, you don't get Jack, you don't get Yoshimitsu's arms, you don't get Brian Fury, you don't get Elisa.
But like, maybe sometimes people should just be NPCs.
Yeah, I'm okay with him not being mainline playable, but I'm glad he was playable at some point. Eddie Gordo, I believe, is next.
Yep, my boy.
/ Tiger Jones.
Technically, yes.
Because Tiger Jones Tiger Jackson, sorry.
Like, I call Christy a clone of Eddie. Tiger Jackson takes that one step further.
Yeah, Tiger Jackson only had one character slot at one point, and to be honest, he played quite similar enough to Eddie to not matter.
It's just Disco Eddie.
Eddie is...
Eddie, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have a lot going on story-wise, but Eddie's still one of my favorite characters.
A lot of it is tied up in Christy. But, like, he's also against Kazuya because Kazuya killed his dad. Like, Eddie is... I just want to mash a button and play the game.
Yeah.
Character.
At least he was.
Like, you could play him by just pressing one attack over and over again.
Just mashing both kicks.
Yeah.
That's how I did it.
There are people who did it. Yeah, you know, it happened. But, like, I don't hate Eddie. Like, he was kind of the first real capoeira fighter to some extent in fighting games. Like, because of the 3D environment, I think that really helped carry the motion of capoeira, because capoeira is a very motion-based offense.
Yes.
Do I think he is good? He's not my cup of tea, but, you know, if everyone was my cup of tea, then everyone would be a boxer, so... you
So,
know,
so I,
what
I
you want.
feel like, because I don't think I'm going to be able to convince you to put it much higher, he's in the you're here and you do what you do well tier, but we're in the you do what you do well tier.
Honestly, that's about right in my brain. I think it's an argument that Gen is slightly more interesting because he brings more mechanics to Street Fighter.
Yeah, I suppose.
But like, pretty much a rough ballpark, I would agree.
Yeah.
I'd say he's more interesting than my boy Wei Long, and I like Wei Long, so
Yeah.
it's not without praise. Oh no, we're back to the weird characters again.
I like Eliza's design.
I do too.
I know she had some problems with balance because her lifesteal was a little overtuned in places.
She's also the only character to debut in Revolution.
Hmm.
So Eliza is a vampire
Yep.
who is narcoleptic and was imprisoned by Lily's family under their estate. And Claudio wants to hunt her down, but she's a vampire, you see.
Mm-hmm.
She was definitely made to have a certain appeal. A
Yeah.
very provocative outfit. And one of the customization upgrades are bigger boobs. So I will acknowledge that is kind of the point of Eliza.
Yeah.
Those who say it's not, go to the customization section in Tekken 7. You know? I can't deny she's not fun to play. She's amazingly fun to play.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's not DLC in 8, because I would be very annoyed.
But again, I would much rather her be here than honestly any of the three that were revealed. But again, I'm still not mad at the one that you like.
We'll get to them, because goddamn, I love them. They're my blowpo tier for this dog.
Yeah,
Seriously.
it's like-
I die on this hill.
Generally speaking, I have never been more disappointed by a season announcement than season 3. So
Yeah, but one of them is significantly less worse than the other two.
yep.
And that's the one I like. So, you
Yep.
know what? When I heard he was returning, I was like, what the hell? We're bringing him back? Hell yeah, let's party. I want a light to return. I do.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm thinking at least above Lily.
Where was Lily?
Bottom
Mine?
C. Yeah, Oni.
Oh, I was thinking a little bit higher than that. Jesus.
I could take higher. I was thinking like minimum above Lily.
I still can't see Lily. Am I going crazy?
Between Oni and G. No, fit
Oro is the. Oh, Lily Kane. Right, sorry. I was looking at Lily Rocketfit. I was like, that's not Lily Rocketfit.
No,
That's Q, not G. That's Q.
Did I say
G.
G?
You said G twice. I was like, that's Brian Fury. You said. Okay, so my perspective, I see Oro and G, which is pretty close to Oni and Q. And I'm like, what are you on about? That's Brian. That so confused me.
I feel like we both just had a stroke.
No, I didn't. I just tried to copy what you were saying.
I swear I said Q.
No, you said G, 1,000,000%.
I mean, I
would have
believe
agreed-
you because I've been wrong before, but like,
That was so confusing. My brain was like, that's Brian. Where's Lily? Good crazy. No, they go higher than Lily. Hell,
Yeah.
they go higher than that. They go higher than Oni. I think they go higher than Sean. Probably higher than... Honestly, I'd put them below Kimberly.
let's see, above Luke.
Yeah, I think that's about right, because I can see Kimberly being more fun in their universe than Eliza is for the other.
Tears are getting worse.
To the top, we'd love to see. I know technically this character should be an L, but their name is not Lily, that's their nickname. Her name is Amelia de Roquefort.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be under the E section, because that's their name, god damn it.
So are their family the ones responsible for the cheese?
The cheese?
Yeah, there's a cheese called Roquefort. Is that why is she from a rich family? Is it the family that made the cheese? Like genuinely, this is an actual.
No. They were an oil family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her father's an oil magnate.
Right.
From Monaco, I believe it's how you pronounce it. I don't speak French, but like they're from Monaco. Technically, they're not French.
Yeah, there's a Roquefort is a cheese.
There's a lot of French speakers in Monaco, so I see the confusion. But like, no, she's not technically French. I keep calling her French because she feels French. But
Fair.
alas, God, I forgot about her Tekken 6 outfit. Can we real talk about that? I shit on Nina for having a wedding dress. What the hell was this?
That is a mess of a design. Jesus Christ.
That is That's bad. I had to show you that one. That's whoa.
I don't know if all these are gonna make it into the actual video, but
No, sorry, I just had to reference that. It's like I was looking through the costumes, like do I prefer like 6 to 7's outfit? Because I don't rate 8's, to be honest.
it's simple.
8's
But
is
I think I
fine.
like how it's simple.
I like it, but like I feel like her 6 design does it better. I don't know. So it's like, do I prefer 7 to 6? Because 7 is close to 6, but different.
Okay.
Like, it's not quite the same. Because it's got a different bow and stuff.
Hmm.
Like, honestly, I think Lily goes next to Asuka, even though I don't play her. Like, I don't like... I played Sebastian. I didn't play Lily. But like...
I was just gonna be like, do we think they're better than Karin? Because that's kind of the flavor we're looking at.
Yeah, I kind of do. Honestly, yeah. But I think that's also because we've known a lot about Lily. We don't know too much about Karin. So Karin, if she appears again, could be better than Lily. I just...
I like
more realization
yeah.
of the concept.
Like Karin has a lot of potential. I think.
Okay, our next character is Happy Mother's Day. If you know, you know.
It's like insert Lonely Island song here, I guess.
Well, it's fuck your mum.
Yeah, it's fuck your mom.
It's fuck your mum.
Actually, no,
fuck your
better.
mum.
Insert the clip of Kiara getting Elizabeth to sing the song. That
Yes. So, I played Malcolm Ram in Tekken 7. Don't play him in 8. I have other characters to play. But I like his story. It's not very well explained in game, but it's a great story. He's basically the hero of Thailand. He is this legendary fighter who survived being struck by lightning to become a champion when he was 18. Yeah, he has a wife and a daughter as a result. And so he is not wanting to be corrupted by a bunch of people trying to bribe him. So he fights the gang, and then eventually at some point the police approach him, and despite the fact that Bakam Ram says he defended himself, the corrupt policemen arrest him and he's held by the military. Hence why he's dropped in with that like weird sort of platform thing where he's strapped in with the wrist restraints. So for years he's fighting against animals like tigers and bears and stuff, until he becomes disillusioned and he just becomes this extremely violent person. And now he's trying to basically become a father again. He's trying to reunite with his family. Hence why he keeps doing it. Which I like that. It gives him motivation. It gives him more than being a mindless brute.
I'm glad the visual design F tier has a moral compass and has something driving him.
I like the design. I know you don't, but I do.
Like
it's overblown. I will agree with you on that.
It's stupidly over the top and not in a good way.
It's stupidly over the top, but in all honesty, it kind of meshes together.
He is trying so hard to be a Baki character and still failing at that, and I love Baki.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Would you rather how he looks or how Sagat looks?
I mean, I don't like Sagat. Like, I like Sagat mechanically, but I do not like... I'm not a fan of how Sagat looks, no. But
this is purely aesthetically.
Again, we had this conversation previously. Street Fighter 6's random obsession with shawls.
Yeah, no, that's something that you have noted.
Yeah.
I feel like giving him a little bit of motivation is at least something, right? Like, it's something you can sympathize with. Now, if they actually did something about it in the universe, that would make me happy.
He has been in 2 games and both times for his DLC.
I was getting to that. I was about to shout about it as well, so you cut it off the show. I was like, no!
Good.
Son of a god!
Good, I'm glad we're not peeking things.
Tekken, please stop doing this. Especially when they were new to Tekken 7!
Yep, yeah.
That's even worse! Yep. That's even more atrocious.
It's almost like the character doesn't matter.
And you are not the only one to suffer from this, Falcon Rob. We will get to her. Because I played the other one, and I was still annoyed.
But yeah.
Though I have a lot more grievances with that one. Like, I know you don't like the design.
I do.
But he is fun to play. The design kind of still meshes together.
They're giving. I will say, giving him a move that is, and like also his rage art in 8. But like the new move they gave him, which is basically aura farm into mix up, is it's very on character and it's very good design.
Like, he's one of the most unique looking characters they've ever done. Because they've never done this massive sort of tall scale tattoo guy.
That's why I said, like, it really feels like he's trying to be a
it.
character out of Baki.
Yeah, but I think he works, honestly. I don't hate his visual design as much as you.
He is.
I'll put it that way.
Again, even if I am on the assumption that they're trying to make a Baki character where everyone in Baki is overblown design-wise, I still would consider it overblown design.
I think the weird thing is his height difference from the trailer to the games.
Okay.
That might be a restriction thing, but do you remember the Tekken 7 trailer when he's standing next to Marduk?
No.
He dwarfs Marduk, and Marduk in-game is nearly his height.
Yeah.
Like, it's meant to be like he's a solid foot taller. It's not inches.
I will, at very least, do this. Because I still like him more than Bob. He is still more interesting than Bob.
He should at least go higher than Bruce.
Yeah.
He's more interesting than Bruce.
Yeah, but like
that hurt. Like, I love him as a playable character. I think he's fun, but I will agree he has flaws. And a lot of that comes down to, for me, he needs to be able to tell his story, because I think people would like him more with the story.
I think honestly, part of it's the face tattoo for me. I think that ruins it. But
yeah, but I'm gonna counterpoint. I used to kickboxing myself, and my instructor had a face tattoo, so it feels a little natural to me. I don't know.
But like full face, just like your face is skull now. That is, I don't know. There's too much
weird.
going
No,
on.
I agree, but it is semi-common.
It's so aggressively too much going on.
That's fair. As I say, it doesn't need to be something for everyone, but at least he's fun to play. And that's fine.
Like Tekken 7 School of Over Design is really
It affects more characters than him.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Claudio with some of his alternative costumes.
Yeah.
Case in point. Feng Wei, the most broken character in Tekken 5, and that is arguable, because arguably Steve Fox was still pretty damn good.
Okay.
He's at least the most broken out of the ones who debut in Tekken 5.
Right.
Because every single version of Feng is, and I quote, not as good.
I don't
by
have a
design.
lot of experience with 5, so I can't say.
Feng was nerfed between each and every single game, pretty much. Like,
Right.
He was nerfed from 5 to 6. That I can say with absolute certainty. Because he was a lot safer on a lot of his attacks. Feng is still decent. Like, he's still a really good character in the right hands.
Yeah,
but
we
it's not...
talk about them very much feel it like a character that very much feels like it comes straight out of Baki. It really, Feng Wei always feels like he's very much just Kyoretsu. Like,
yeah, no, Feng, I think in the modern era really does. Because back then he wasn't as muscular. But like, they've really amped his muscles to 11, and they've also done that with Law, I've noticed. Like, they really exaggerate the muscles. Like, he has a pump up where they bulge and everything. It's weird. I don't get that fascination. Feng is a Campo guy. He is reckless, and that's why he was kicked out from his dojo. He wants to become a god. Namely, he wants to become, and I quote, the dragon god.
okay.
Hence the dragon stuff, you see.
Right.
Has he come close? No.
Unsurprising.
Not really. Well, there's devils, why could it not be god, right? I know he's had a rivalry with Leroy that's tried to bring new life into Feng. Because he's been kind of stale.
I can see it, yeah.
And he still is stale in story. Like, they really haven't done much with him.
He does, like, mechanically, he does suffer from having some of the most annoying moves to deal with. At least in Tekken 8 standards, like, moves that just feel like they hit low and then high and then low in the space of seconds, like, or like moves that look like they're going to hit high but then hit low. Like, he has a lot of weird mix-up moves.
Yeah, I say, he's nowhere near as good as he was in Tekken 5. And I think, honestly, he's just kind of mid and you can't really take him that seriously. Because he just seems so full of himself, but not in the Urien way. Where Urien kind of jokes about it a little. Like, Urien knows he's silly. You know, he understands he's really overblown, but like, he's living to the mantra. Because his brother is Gil, and like, what are you meant to do? Not be on that level? Feng doesn't have it. I don't know.
Dude, do we have any arguments with my placing?
I'd say below ZQ.
Okay.
Like, to me, I take Seiki more seriously because, yes, he's older, but, like, the Strider stuff is really cool. I can't say there's many Fang strings I remember going and looking and going, hey, that's cool. Like, genuinely, if there is one and I realize it, I'll let you know, but fat chance of that happening. Forest Law, Younger Law, the Forgotten Law, I would argue. Debuted in Tekken 3, then only showed up in the tag games. He's Martial Law's son, Mrs. Law's son as well. Friends of Paul Phoenix, looks just like his father, plays like his father, isn't as interesting as his father. I say let's slap him into D tier and let's just call it a day, because there isn't much to talk about.
He is here.
Yeah. In fact, no, Folk should be I put Folk above, because Folk at least has a unique moveset. Forest is more so Forest. Ganryu, the sumo guy. You get to talk sumo!
I don't know Ganryu, unfortunately.
Oh. Is Ganryu at least like a title?
Don't believe so.
Okay, cool. Well, apparently he is a Rikishi, and he's the youngest fighter ever to get to be an
Rikishi
Ozeki.
just means wrestler. It's just a sumo wrestler.
Well, he has reached the rank of Ozeki.
Which is the second highest rank, so that is pretty impressive, to be fair.
In universe, he is the youngest fighter to ever be an Ozeki.
That's not bad.
Which I believe is prior to his appearance in Tekken 1, which means he would have been younger than 31, like 32.
I don't know how old the Ukrainian guy that's just come up is.
So apparently,
but
he wouldn't be the youngest in real life unless he was under 20, because I double checked, and apparently the youngest Ozeki was 20 years and 5 months old.
Yeah.
And his name was Takahane Koji.
I don't think he was like the youngest. I think he was one of the fastest to rise to the rank.
Maybe.
Which is not quite the same thing.
By the Bulgarian, are we referring to Katushi Katanori?
No. I want to say it's Aonishiki, but I do get... unless it's Aura, I get names mixed up.
Fair. I'm going for the Rolodex of sumos, but even I don't know all of them.
It's someone who's currently wrestling, so...
Like, for all of his accomplishments, there's one thing he's known to be: a pervert.
Yeah.
He likes Julia, and he's also a comedy guy, because he's fat.
Yeah.
And, oh god, do I not like that.
If there is anything I want, and genuinely, this is an actual plea, if there is nothing else I ever get to design for a fighting game, please someone let me design a fat character that isn't just a comedy bit.
I mean, to be fair, Ganryu has moved away from that in Tekken 7.
But, like, God, does it feel like every fat guy that is ever designed is designed to be a comedy bit. They may not stay it, but, like, they always... There's always so much of it, and it's like... I don't know, it just sucks. I want to make someone that actually seems like a person.
Do you want to know how dumb the reason is for him to be in Tekken 7?
Okay.
It is slightly to do with him being a pervert. Well, it's to do with him liking Julie.
Okay.
So, as you may know, Ganryu owns a restaurant called Chanko Paradise.
Right.
He sees Julia do a crowdfunding campaign for reforestation. Because remember, that's during the Julia is a streamer thing, which was weird. It was a direction. He accidentally donated all of his restaurant's earnings to her.
Okay.
So, what do you think he has to do? Fight in the Ibis tournament.
Okay.
To hopefully get subscribers and people who would want to come to his restaurant and get money to deal with financial issues.
Wonderful.
So yeah, as I say, let's throw him into D tier because he's a weird pervert and I always feel weird about him.
We'll get to the good sumo characters at some point.
Yeah, not for a while. Not for a while.
Because Fong was weird, but not that kind of weird.
Egas!
Please tell me I can actually just put this one in the bin.
I used to play him.
That wasn't a no.
You can put him above Abigail, you can't put him in F. One of us at least played him. I won't argue he's not a good character. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say he's good.
Like, nothing. This is such a bad design.
It's such a bad design, but I think they could have explained it better.
There's only so much story can help a bad design. I will be honest with you.
True, but I think it can still help a fair bit. It can at least explain why it's stupid. You can then laugh at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's like, you have all the technology in the world, and you made a Gigas. Anyway, Heihachi Mishima, the main antagonist for 7 games. Unless you want to count other games. It's Heihachi. I play him in Tekken 8. Should he be in Tekken 8? No.
And honestly, I think the fact that he shouldn't, like, the fact that he should have stayed dead, kind of the main reason I'm not putting him in S, but, like, I feel like he's really up there.
I agree he's up there, and I will agree that he is as close to an S as we're going to get this early on. Let's start with him in A. Let's start with the bottom of A, and then let's do it alphabetical. Let's do that. Do I think Akuma is better than Heihachi? That's the question.
This is really where I'm like struggling because like my personal feeling is one side of Urien because I definitely think Heihachi's better than Chun-Li.
Yeah.
But do I think Urien is?
I think Urien's more fun than Heihachi.
Yeah.
Heihachi's like one of the most iconic characters in this franchise. If you say Tekken, people know Heihachi. Man was popular enough to be in Soul Calibur. Like, you know.
And that's early on, like.
Yeah, it's real early on.
That's like,
it's like
yeah, this is before like crossovers were really a thing.
It's Horang. Full name, Horang. He doesn't have a first name. That's weird. He is Bach's student. He's a motorcycle rider.
Like,
he had an eye patch for some reason.
But bar the eye patch outfit, I want to put him in A as well.
Is that on the grounds of playability?
That is because of how he is mechanically, mostly.
Yeah, because storyline wise, he needs a little more.
Fair.
Like, he has spent, ever since Tekken 3, to be in the roster, and only one game he's relevant in the story.
So the list is actually too big at this point.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Because he is fun mechanically, I agree. But
yeah.
It's just a little more. Just a slight tad more.
Could do with a bit more going on, but like, as we've said, like, Auxiliary, like, it has to be a full world. Not everyone's going to be important to the story.
Yeah, true. So, Isaac. Tekken Mobile.
So who the fuck is this?
Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can find a trailer.
Oh god. I don't think this one's gonna get as high as the last one.
No, because Bo surprisingly looked very interesting and looked like my type of guy.
Bo Montana looks like the removed character from the...
Okay, here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to tell you everything on his Wikipedia page.
Okay.
That should tell you how much there is. Isaac Aizaku was an exclusive character for the Tekken mobile game. Trivia. It is likely that he and 3 other fighters who made the debut, including Yue, Ruby, and Tiger Miyagi, were meant to be generic opponents. Isaac uses the fighting style of Craig Murdoch. Isaac was used as a template for a generic opponent named Punk. Hang on, let me finish. His secondary outfit is one of the casual clothes worn by all the fighters as part of their customization. Put him below 11. No, yes. His man literally is just coupled together. At least Bo has unique stuff.
Okay.
Like, at least 11 has, as much as I hate the design, something.
Has design?
Has design. This is Tank Top Trousers McGee. The Jack series. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Where did Jack 4 go? I don't know. It wasn't listed as playable. At least on this page.
Do we also count Gunjack? Or is that a separate one?
No. Gunjack is listed differently, but if I click it from the list of characters on the character section of Tekken, it leads back to Jack. So, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. The wiki is weird. Yes.
I mean, one of, if not the most iconic, like, big body character in a fighting game, right? Like...
But God, is he annoying in Tekken 8.
I don't find him that annoying.
I find him annoying to watch. I find him tedious to watch, if I'm honest.
It does have, like, a few different, like... He has different game plans. There's more variety
and his arcade,
in him than, like...
the story mode fight against him is not fun.
Okay.
You fight a lot of Jacks, and he's just not interesting.
I mean, that's the case in every story mode, because he is just the fodder in it. The problem with being generic robot is he becomes the fodder enemy as well.
Not even just that, they make him like a really big deal, but the problem is he's just annoying to fight.
Because I feel like they did the same thing in Tekken 7, where you just kept fighting Jacks in the story mode.
Like, he takes on like so many people at once, I'm just like, but we just beat the shit out of the Jacks. Why is Jack 8 better? Like, there's nothing that illustrates it to me. If anything, I think his design looks worse. But that's just me.
Yeah, 8 is definitely a downgrade design-wise.
Like, I think the more it became obvious he was a robot, the worse he looked.
I think there is a nice middle ground for it, but yeah, Jack 8 comes from that school of Odva design, I think.
Yeah, I think maybe Jack 6 is where I'm like, that's Jack. You know, he's robotic, but if he wore a jacket, you'd see him as a really big guy. Like, that's where I'm like, yeah. But 7 with the neon lights just looked weird, and honestly, his face just looked... Is the term mewable? The one where they, like, stroke their chin line and shit?
I'm not about to try and...
He looks mewable. That's the term. That's what you calling it.
We're very much the like... We're not technically not the
Not
old
that.
end of Xennials, but
We're old enough to be annoyed by it.
It's like, we're definitely technically in the Gen Z part of Xennials, but god, do we feel closer to the Millennial side, I think.
Let's put him at... I think D tier is correct for Jack.
Really? I was thinking C.
I wasn't thinking high C if it's going to be a C.
That's fair. I think that's fair just because it's a robot, so it's not got much story, and the designs are a mixed bag. But I think as a character, like as a character, like functionally,
as much of a character as a robot can be.
yeah. But like functionally,
Not counting Lisa.
like as in how the thing plays, and like again,
Yes.
I would put. I think Zangief is probably more recognizable, but I think I would put Jack above in terms of being like the big body guy.
I mean, Zangief's in D tier.
I mean,
So,
yeah, but
put him in C tier massively above.
we also put Zangief in D tier because we agreed that we would rather any other wrestler at this point. We also put Dalsim in D tier because we want new people, because we don't want to just keep seeing the same people for the sake of it, which I guess is technically a negative towards Jax, but...
Yeah, about to say, like, we keep seeing Jack, like...
But, like, I feel like Jack is at least relevant to the story. Zangief and Dalsim are just here.
Tell you what, tell the difference, put him above Guile?
Yeah, that's fine, I think.
Because you could replace Guile with Nash at this point, and I would welcome that, because I prefer playing Nash anyway, so... And win. JC, not Julia. Technically, they have a different moveset, even though it is Julia.
Yes, mechanically different because
Luchadora.
Luchadora.
Yeah, she's a Luchadora. She has like the same base, but then it's grapples on top. And I actually like this character. I'm annoyed she only appeared once.
Yeah.
Because it's just a clean Luchadora design. You know, it's not over designed. It just looks right.
Because the whole point was she was in hiding, wasn't it?
So it's complicated. So Julia's friend was a Luchadora who was meant to be in the tournament, was injured in a crash. So the mother of that Luchadora pleased Julia to take the position. So It's not that Julia was in hiding, it's more she was keeping the legacy of the JC character.
Okay.
So she's like JC2, I guess, is the argument.
Okay.
It's an interesting design, and they definitely had interesting costumes. They also had a costume that's too many wraps. Like, a lot too many wraps.
That doesn't surprise me.
But, like, the issue is there's not much to it. It's, we want Julia in the game, but we're gonna bring Julia's mother in to do her martial arts, so we need something for Julie to do.
Right.
Which, you know, it's a thing. Like, I get it. Unfortunately, I think she ends up next to El Fuerte because she's a concept. Cool, but she needs more.
We thinking there or above?
I think below. I think Fuerte, as much as you don't like him, we've explained. If he was retooled and rebalanced as a concept.
Yeah, I don't like him mechanically. I also think they could do more visual design to actually represent the chef thing. I know you say they're chef pants, but I tell you they do not read as chef pants.
I know. I wish they were more evidential, chef's pants. Honestly, I wish he ripped off the chef jacket as part of his entrance.
Yeah, that would help.
Because then the pads would make it look like chef pads, because you just ripped off the jacket.
Yeah, it's
you
like...
You don't need to do much redesign. It's just context.
Just
you know?
need to do more to actually give it he's a chef as a visual design.
It's time for the ecchi mob of trucker. It's Jin Kazuya. Well, Jin Kazama, the Soto Kazuya.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's
He
good.
he is good.
His story is as nonsense as the rest of Tekken's main cast.
You mean just the Mishimas in general?
Yes.
It's like the Mishima's plot is all weird, man. It's all unusual and bonkers and crazy and absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm. For better or for
Fighting style, it's always been good. I feel like the Tekken 6 version of Jin took him in the wrong direction. I'll say that.
Okay.
Because they made him kind of this military leader figure, and like that doesn't quite work for Jin.
I guess the idea is because they're trying to go up against the Zaibatsu, but like...
Yeah, so they make the Tekken Force. Like, I know why it's a thing, don't get me wrong. But like, I think this was when we start to get to the overblown side of Tekken story, you know? Where it's this global military conflict. Like, that's my only knock, really. It's just his depiction in 6 is not the strongest. Like, I think he's been portrayed better in other games. Definitely A. A really made him into something. I am feeling A. Like, I am feeling it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd feel a high A, though.
I think he has to go below Heihachi minimum.
Yeah.
Heihachi's more interesting.
And I'd argue Chun-Li is better as well, but...
Yeah, no, I was about to say, I think Chun-Li is just more iconic. I think more people know Chun-Li than they know Jin. You know what I mean? Like, I think people know Kazuya and Heihachi. And then Jin's like, oh yeah, he's the one who showed up at Tekken 3.
Yeah, it's like, Jin feels like the poster boy, but like...
He didn't for a long time.
That's kind of the end of it. It's like...
Yeah. No,
I respect that he's way more interesting than Ryu, but he is really the Ryu of just like, he's the front man.
And to be fair,
sometimes that feels like it.
Made more interesting. He can be made more interesting now. Speaking of interesting, Jinpachi Mishima.
I'm gonna be interested how you call this interesting, because I feel like Jinpachi really just exists to give Heihachi something else to do, or someone else to team with.
Well, for starters, he's fun to play. Second of all, they've actually expanded on him since.
Okay.
So he actually has friendships, would you believe? Or at least he has rivalries that are not the Heihachi's to flesh him out.
Okay.
His best friend, for instance, is Wang, the old man. Which is weird, admittedly, but at least something. And like, as far as the Mishima Zaibatsu go, like, it's always going to be weird. So having this, you know, having Heihachi's father, one, be alive at all, and B, be someone who built up the Zaibatsu since World War II. I don't know, it's weird, but like, it's weird in the way that it makes sense somehow. I don't know. I like him. I'm not saying he's high rank. Like, I'd put him next to Ogre and call it a day.
Yeah, or me trying to find where we put Ogre.
Ogre is just after Zangief. So
right.
I'd say put him before Ogre.
I'd maybe give Zangief a little more credit than that, but...
I don't like Zangief, so you're the one gonna have to give him that credit, because I ain't.
Like,
I stand by the fact I think Zangief's one of the worst characters in Street Fighter history. I die on this hill.
Like, as much as we, like, make a point in saying that we could really do with more new people, and I still think Zangief has had more going on than Jinpachi, at least as far as I can tell. Like...
that is fair.
Like...
This one's gonna be interesting. It's Josie Rizal, who only appeared in Tekken 7.
Did
and
she?
I'm going to echo a lot of what I said about Azucena. I'm really happy they picked a character from the Philippines. But God, is their story not interesting. And unfortunately, Azucena is more interesting move-wise.
Okay.
So, like, Josie's entire thing is she's a young fighter who hopes to join the Tekken Force because the Tekken Force is helping her country in disaster. She loves the Philippines. She wants to fight for the Philippines. And to, like, you know, make sure the lives of the people in the Philippines is better. Which is fine.
Okay.
But she's not interesting.
Okay.
She's just proud to be Filipino.
Okay.
Which, if I'm honest, has been most Filipino people I've known are happy to be Filipino. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I would put them below Azucena. Because at least Azucena has something different going on.
Right.
But the question is, how much lower is Josie than Azucena?
I mean, currently it still sounds like I'd rather have Bo, so I'm not getting this good of an argument. This has not been a great argument so far.
Well, Bo's lower than Azucena, so it's clearly helping. I guess we put her above.
But in the same vein, like, Forest Lore is just here, right? Like, Forest Lore is also just here.
Yeah, he's
so,
just
like,
here. Josie felt like they were building something up, then they didn't.
Maybe
That's the
above
problem.
Fuck'em Rum.
Oh, I'm thinking still a little higher, but
I mean, I'm happy to put them higher. I don't know the character that well, but like we have got
I
like
don't know where I put her.
my friends that
Your friends, do they hang out at the bar together? Is that where we're going with this? Is that the narrative?
No, because that Collie would immediately go, hang on, did you escape from the no, the characters that I very much want to come back and them to do more with, and would probably personally put above Blanca. But
see, to me, Josie and Lucia are that, but they're not because. Okay, tell you what. Here's how I think we solve it. Number one, we put Blanca below Colin.
Okay.
Let's fix that problem. Two, we bring Lucia to just above Necro.
You're trying to find Necro.
Lucia's next to Rose.
Oh, yeah.
And then Necro is... No, Lucia would go next.
Where's Lucia?
Next to Dawson.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then we put Josie below Colin. And then it's all four of our friends at the bar. That's the easy way of solving this, because I think Lucia is more interesting than Necro, and I will die on that hill, because I think they can build her up to be something. But they're not going to, and that makes me sad. So Lucia's going to be eating food at the bar. She'll order the food, Necro will be doing the drinks, Colin will be producing the ice, and Josie will be the exuberant orderer. And she'll put in the order.
Okay.
This is a weird concept. This is our version of the Blanca, not the Blanca band, the Shadowloo band.
Okay.
How did I bring that up a second time?
I don't know. Go watch the first episode if you haven't, for context.
It's a great image. Anyway, Julia Chang, I believe.
Yeah.
If we close our eyes, does it almost feel like we've been here before? Twice. Julia outright replaces Michelle, but we will get to Michelle, because Michelle technically plays differently. I don't like Julia. But I think the reason I don't like Julia is because the streamer thing felt so out of left field.
It did, but a lot of people did like it.
A lot of people also didn't like it.
Because a lot of people were very much in the camp of like, well, I prefer this over them just being another Native American character.
That's true, but I don't think they've ever, like, pushed her Native Americanness outside of, like, her original outfit.
I'll say, yeah, except for the fact that, as you say, she replaces Michelle, and Michelle also is just...
Yeah, but she had a relationship with Michelle to at least justify it. It's not like you just blatantly swapped her over, called it a day.
No, yeah, they are, like they're not, like, sisters, they're, like, spiritual sisters or whatever, but, like...
I always thought one was the mother, I'll be honest.
Maybe? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Adoptive mother. It is mother. It's adoptive mother.
It's
okay,
mother,
cool.
okay.
Okay, I did remember that correct. I was going crazy. Michelle's fun to play. Do I want her back? No.
We're still on Julia. We've got a lot of J's left. And...
Yeah, sorry. It's because, again, they're so similar,
yeah.
okay? Like, it's an easy mix-up. Even I'm doing it. I don't hate the streamer thing. I just think it came out of left field. But I think they could have led into it better by at least doing something with it in Tekken 6. So that's my only issue with it.
Maybe above Christy?
Yeah, I was thinking around the Christy mark, so I'm happy with that. Who is next?
Jun Kazama, technically more plot relevant than way more of the cast, despite barely being here.
Not in the fucking story, she ain't. No, she barely shows up.
It's like, she's incredibly plot relevant. Is she actually showing up in the plot at all? No.
No. So, Jun Kazama is Kazuya's wife. And also the character that had the biggest departure in terms of mainline appearances. I think in series history. Because she appeared in Tekken 2, and then didn't appear in a mainline 1v1 fighter until Revolution.
Okay.
And then Tekken 8. So it depends on how you want to, like, summarize that, really. Because Revolution wasn't the biggest thing. The problem with Joan is, as much as she's plot relevant, is she interesting?
I mean, she's mechanically interesting. She does stuff that no one else really does, which in Tekken, especially for fucking in the Mishima brand of Tekken, is quite something.
Yeah, but it's she as a person interesting.
I don't think she's meant to be.
No.
Like she is as interesting as she's meant to be. I'd say it that way.
Yeah, I guess. Like, it's cool that she came back for the anniversary.
Yeah.
It felt a little forced, if I'm honest, because she's meant to be unknown in non-canon. We'll get to that. And I kind of liked the idea of her becoming something bigger.
But like
It feels like they skirt around it.
the whole point is she's supposed to be a purifying force. And like
Yeah. I don't. For me, I just like the fact that she turned against that, so to speak. Right? Like it's the change of it. It's the what if you turn to the dark side that I like.
I mean, it's just sort of like it is very much like she has the two sides. Like predominantly, she's supposed to be the purifying force, but like
She is the yin to Kazumi's yang, I suppose. Is the way I'd word it. I don't see it getting higher than the C.
that's fair. I'd probably put her in a C as well.
Maybe above Oni?
I mean, that's higher than I was thinking. So
What were you thinking?
above Claudio.
Oh no, I think she should be higher than Claudio. Tell you what, above Claudio before Ed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's either that or we just need to put Ed higher. Right? Like
I'm okay, put Ed higher. Ed gave more promotions. Ed should go at least above Lily, minimum.
like that's the easiest solution for it. I think just pull Lily down.
Honestly, can we put her below Claudio?
Yeah,
Because Claudio does a lot more interesting.
that's fair.
Like, and again, on any other day, I can see Claudio and Jun swapping.
Yeah.
I don't think that day is today.
Because
I
both
think-
of them are somehow both incredibly plot relevant and also not at all plot relevant.
Fair.
Like
Well, I mean, I'd argue Claudio's more. At least he does stuff.
Jun does stuff, just never
She
as
doesn't
the story.
fight! She does fight in the story of the fighting game!
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like she's very plot relevant, just not as a fighter.
Okay, well, either way, Katarina Alves, another of the Tekken 7 stuck behind crew. Here we go, once again. Good, it's cool they did a fighter from Brazil, like a unique one that wasn't capoeira, but God, she does nothing. Is she fun to fight as? Yes. Everyone in Tekken 7 is fun to fight as.
Like God,
But,
is
like-
this a design?
It gets worse.
Okay.
Like, she has a blatant Cammy knockoff design.
Okay.
Like, tell me that's not Cammy.
I mean, the color scheme is definitely invoking
It's the
it,
gloves
yeah.
and it's the gloves. I don't think they suit her,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I don't hate like the high fashion looks. To be fair, I don't hate that. But somehow she has an Idolmaster crossover costume.
Okay.
Like I can't remember which one it is. I know she has. Oh no, I do know which one it is. It's this one.
That looks like an Idolmaster outfit, and it also doesn't look like it fits her.
Well, what is Katarina? Well, Katarina is Gigas' daughter, adoptive daughter. I should clarify.
Oh, that's
Katarina
bad.
loses both her parents when she's young. She lives in an orphanage and she's adopted. Katarina rebels against them by swearing, but Gigas, the human behind Gigas, turned her into someone who's compassionate and caring. But he vanishes, and Katarina joins the King of Iron Fist tournament to try and get the cash prize to find her father, only to find out that her father is now Gigas.
Okay.
That's the story. That's Katarina. So if you need Katarina, you need Gigas, because Gigas is the motivation.
I was gonna say I feel like I'd care way more about that story if I at all cared about Gigas.
Gigas, yeah, that's the problem everyone has. Is what's gonna handicap Katarina. Katarina's definitely worse than Josie.
And if she didn't just look like a worse Vanessa.
Tell you what, put her below Bo. Put her below Bo.
Get-
And call it a day.
Yeah.
Because her motivations tangle with a character we don't care about. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, that holds her back. If you somehow kill off Gigas and have Katarina realize that's her father, she can come back and be interesting, but it ain't today. Not as we see it. Kazumi Mishima, Heihachi's wife.
The most interesting thing about her is the fact that her moveset includes a fucking tiger.
Well, Did you have to shout the word tiger?
Yes, I like tigers.
I can tell. Jesus Christ, my ears are feeling the effect.
Had a whole the whole previous branding about how I like tigers.
So she has a tiger. She's also the only female Devil Jin or Devil Gene user.
No, it doesn't quite work the same for some reason.
Why do you ask for consistent logic in Tekken? It's Tekken. It's not gonna be consistent. You just gotta sit and chill and understand it's weird. That's what I told myself when it happened too. Also, I believe canonically dead.
Probably.
Well, it's a Mishima, so...
Like, I'm pretty sure the last time she appeared in the games, she was appearing as someone who was canonically dead. Like, she was appearing as, like, an apparition, basically. Like,
yeah, because she was in the flashback stages.
Yeah.
Her boss fight's not very fun. It's not difficult, but it's not fun. I think that's gonna weigh her down.
Like, I'm not joking. The only thing that's interesting about her, really, is the fact that she has tiger combos.
Cool, let's throw it below Kage and call it a day. No, she deserves to be lower than that. She deserves to be lower than that.
Does she?
Yeah, she does. She's not that interesting. If the only interesting thing we can say is she has a tiger, you know? Sure, she can be just above the friends at the bar. That's how she's being referred to now. This is what's happening.
I have not co-signed on this.
Unfortunately, they're at the bar. They do not get a cosign. Kazuya Mishima. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Talking about inconsistent, but also not in tearing. He's always top tier, and he's always incredibly annoying to fight. How many points can we start off with? How many points he's losing for being annoying to fight?
Enough to put him at the top of B tier.
I don't know. I would
that
still
puts him below the other Mishimas.
It does.
That is enough. Like, that is a punishment.
I would still want to put him below Haorang just because Haorang's more fun to play.
The top of B just means the top section. It doesn't mean exactly the top one.
Even better then. We're putting him below Dudley.
No. Below Seth, above Dudley. And that is only because I find the fact he has a sneaker collection fucking hilarious.
Okay.
That is the funniest scene in Tekken history to me. He's asked, "What is your hobby?" He claps his hands, turns around, and he just has a giant corridor.
He is a fucking shoebie.
And I just look at her like, that's fucking hilarious. That is so left field. Like, oh my god. The entire interview cutscene is enough to buff him. Honestly. I love it. King 1, King 2, King Electric Boogaloo. I prefer King to King Armor King, but like, yeah, that's us in a nutshell.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like it really is just, it is that simple. It's just, he's...
No, hang on. Okay, yeah, he's above Armor King. I agree with you on that.
I don't know.
His design's consistent.
I generally don't know if I would argue much more than that. Maybe
I
above Eliza.
I want to at least give him credit for his story, because King 2 is the guy from the orphanage who takes on the king mantle.
Yeah.
And, like, honestly, the fact that he has to deal with the grief of his mentor dying, he has to deal with Armor King's dad dying, and the fact that he respects Marduk and he has to balance it all isn't easy. But, like, I can kind of respect him as a human for dealing with it all. You know, it's a lot of weight. Like, it's easy to just go snap at that point.
Yeah.
I think maybe above Gil. I don't think above Elisa.
Keeping Elisa there? Okay.
Like, again, the Jack thing is charming.
Yeah. There's a lot of charming stuff with Elisa. I do understand it.
You know, if it was Kazuchika Okada, that'd be S tier.
The bonus points I want to give that version of King.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? Let's put him above Elisa because of the Rainmaker. How about
that? Yeah, fair.
That's the bonus point. You get 1 point. And I'm not even giving him a bonus point for bringing back the blue shirt and white suspenders, because that's the goofiest shit, but I love it.
Yeah, that outfit's
God,
great.
it's so dumb. All of his costumes are dumb. Even his, like, Mexican Day of the Dead cowboy shirt look is really cool.
Kuma.
Like, God, he's great. Kuma 2, technically, because Kuma 1's dead. Been dead since Tekken 3.
Bear named Bear.
Bear named Bear. He is a Mishima. Somehow more interesting than you think.
Yeah.
But less interesting than you care to find out.
Yeah.
His stuff with Panda is bloody funny.
I mean, the character in
Whereas
general is pretty funny.
But like the stuff with Panda is funny in it's so relatable. Weirdly enough, it's almost endearing actually.
Okay.
I like Kuba. I like Kuba more than I thought I would.
I mean, the fish rocket in his Rage Art is
No,
something.
no. I first Tekken 7 Rage Art. I prefer the fucking baseball slap salmon.
I mean, that one is also funny.
That
but-
was hilarious. It just goes, donk, and it's the sound effect as well. It's the donk, donk.
My question, is he better than Dan Hibiki?
Yes.
Right. So
You mean in terms of like ability, or you mean in terms of like power? 'Cause,
like in terms of on this tier
everything,
list.
yes.
Like
Oh yeah, by far. Below G, above Dan.
right. It's like
I like G.
I'm starting at Dan and working our way up was my plan basically.
Yeah, and then Panda goes below, but we'll get there eventually. Kunimitsu, do you want to do the first one first, or the second one first?
I don't know, I just remember hearing both of them were annoying to fight.
Well, they both play very different. If we started with the second one, let me begin by saying, Tekken, what did I say about fucking Ram? Be better.
Do we know the
DLC of both.
Also, do we know the Kunimitsu that's being added is Kunimitsu 2?
Kunimitsu 1 is no longer alive, or at
Okay.
least operating. Like, they haven't been relevant since Tekken 2.
Okay.
In fact, Kunimitsu 2 is Kunimitsu 1's daughter, I'm pretty damn certain.
Okay.
Kunimitsu 1 is ill,
Okay.
and Kunimitsu 2 is trying to get Yoshimitsu's sword.
Okay.
So, yeah, we know 1,000,000% it's Kunimitsu 2. Here's my issue with Kunimitsu 2. We're once again trying to make Yoshimitsu more story. Yoshimitsu doesn't need more story. Yoshimitsu is Yoshimitsu. That's all you need, folks. Like, I appreciate we're trying to make a new Kunimitsu to revitalize the character. I appreciate that. But I don't think it's necessary. Is she fun to play as? Yes. Is she fun to fight? No. Is she a cool design? No. Is she an overblown design? Yes.
I'd say cool design sort of middling, especially with like the new design, the Tekken 8 design, like because we have got video of that.
Does she have one of the ugliest outfits in Tekken 7? By a long shot.
That doesn't seem like it's that difficult.
No, but it hits out the park.
Yeah.
It's possibly the ugliest design we've seen all day.
Is that trying to be a reference to something?
No,
Okay, cool.
it's just ugly. It's apparently called a Tenko set.
Okay.
Enjoy it as you can. Both don't really do much, is the problem.
I mean, I'm at the very least feeling below Colleen, maybe lower.
God, I'm thinking a lot lower. Jesus Christ.
I did say at least.
These two are not welcome in the bar.
It's not welcome in the bar.
Not welcome in the bar.
No ninjas in the bar.
Honestly, I might get slack for this, but I don't think they're that interesting. I would put them below T-Hawk.
Okay.
People might give me shit for that, but like, I don't really care.
Just both of them. Just both of them down here.
Well, no, Kunimitsu 1 is still better than Saddam.
Okay. I just figured, for the way you described them, they seemed like they also didn't do a lot, so...
Well, no, but that's because they have the benefit of being from the older games, where, like, we were still working out story. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Kunimitsu 2 doesn't have that excuse. Lars Alexanderson, the most broken character in Tekken 6 that will dock points.
Okay.
Also the only Naruto character in this list. Make of that as you will.
Yep. He is in one of the Ninja Storm games.
He is indeed in number 3, I believe. Don't quote me on
I
it though.
think it's a Ninja Storm 2.
It might be. Also, he was on this DLC, so a lot of negatives. Is he fun to play? Yes. Is he interesting? About as interesting as a white painted wall, if I'm honest.
I feel like he's the closest we get to a tokusatsu character in a proper fighting game series.
But do you want this to be the Tokusatsu character?
No, I don't. I want there to be a better tokusatsu character, do not get me wrong, but I'm glad we have something. Because it's Lars and Skullomania, that's basically it.
There's the other skull person from Akira.
Yeah,
There's
but
two.
like...
You got two.
The thing with those two, though, is they are supposed to be, like, actively playing the characters. They're not actually, like...
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I would consider Akira from Rival School kind of a tokusatsu. But they're wearing the helmet and the motorcycle stuff.
Like, visually, kinda, but, like... they don't really fight like I generally want like an actual like tokusatsu fighter.
You'll get there eventually.
Give me Street Fighter Kamen Rider, guys. Come on.
I don't even want to talk about Lars' story because like the problem is he's the worst part of Six's story. And that's where the majority of his story is. I don't want to explain an entire game mode. How about we put him below... I don't know. Let's put him below Christy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Like, he's at least fun to play. He's more playable more often than...
Maybe above. Maybe actually there, just because, like...
I mean, I can see it swapping either way, so yeah, go on.
It's like...
Go on.
Christy, just because Christy feels less relevant.
My boy! My boy, Lee Chalan! / Violet.
Yeah.
But I love Lee. I fucking love Lee. Lee is great. He's just so goddamn unique in terms of how he acts and his persona and his sheer commitment to vibes.
He is so committed to vibes, he accidentally entered into an entire alternate personality based purely on vibes and aesthetic.
I wanna put him in A. I do. He's so lovable. He's a lovable goofball who's just fun to play. But at the same time, the Rose Grenade. God, I love the Rose Grenade. Yeah, sure, you can put him next to Harang. Our boys are at like the higher class bar.
Like
Country club.
Penthouse.
Like, can we however give credit to the fact that when they took Violet onto the Wii U, they gave him Chic as a costume? Like, that's just the right choice objectively, right? It's like, oh, I love Lee. The grenade, man, just present for you. Yeet. Good guy. Lei. I know you like Lei.
I like Lei, and I would be trying to push him into the does what he is for fighting style thing too.
You know what, that's a push I'll agree on.
Like, I'm willing to put him at the bottom. I'm willing to put him below Fei Long on this, but like...
No, hang on. I'll tell you what. I like Fei Long.
I know you do.
I respect you for doing it, but I will do it on the condition that we see them as equal.
Yeah, like...
Because, honestly, they are each other's representative. And, like, if I had played Tekken before Street Fighter, I think I would be on Lei's side more than Fei's side.
Because, like, Lei really is that, like, Jackie Chan just free-flowing between different martial arts styles, like...
Yeah. It's Jackie Chan versus Bruce Lee.
Yeah, it's like, Lei might not be everyone's cup of tea in character. I know his redesign definitely wasn't. I think I still prefer his original design, but I don't hate the redesign. But fighting style-wise, he's just so interesting. And he's a character I would actually generally like to learn. And again, speaking of characters I would have preferred to show up in Season 3 than fucking Bob.
I'd still be saying repeat DLC.
Yeah, but like Tekken 7 was massive. There's going to be a lot of repeat DLC. Tekken 7, like modern gaming repeat DLC is just going to become more and more of an issue because base rosters are getting smaller and DLC seasons, like the number of DLC seasons are getting greater. So like,
still gonna call it out. It's a shitty move.
It is shitty, and especially because, as we say, a lot of DLC packs are notably overpriced. Like,
as I say, the only rule, I followed the Leroy rule. If you're DLC prior, there should be an argument for you to be in the base roster, and not DLC. He would not be the most egregious person. We will get to that.
Okay.
It's Leo Kleeson from Germany.
Canonically non-binary.
Canonically as close to a fanboy as we're gonna get.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda?
It's as close as we're gonna get. We don't think we're getting an actual fanboy. We have to take what we can get in this world, okay?
Yeah.
We like Leo. I know we both like Leo.
I do, yeah.
I've talked to us for 5 seconds. We like Leo. We like Leo a lot. But I want to give him extra points because god damn is his dad actually fun. It's like, as their dad.
Yes.
Fun to be around. Nicholas Kleeson, if I could have ranked him, would have ranked pretty highly because he's entertaining. He's so dumb. Like he only appears for a little bit, but god is he so endearing. It makes me love Leo more because he's an accepting father. And you know what? For someone who's non-binary to see somebody in good standing with their father could mean the world to them, you know?
Yeah,
I don't take that for granted.
I haven't seen like the full story, but for like the bits I've seen, it's like, doesn't question for a second, immediately starts using different pronouns. Like,
yeah, like, oh yeah, no, I genuinely, like, Leo doesn't show up with his dad for a lot, but his dad is important to working out Azazel to some extent. He knows his shit. He's been an archaeologist dealing with it for a while.
Like,
so he was a good way to get Leo onto the good side. I'm glad he was, because, like, Leo's great.
Like, that is legitimately one of the reasons why we are so aware that it is canonically non-binary, because he does refer to them as they the whole time, basically.
Yeah. This is how much credit I'm giving Leo, because I think he's one of the most fun characters to play. I think they are one of the most entertaining characters in terms of interactions with Yoshimitsu. I love their father. No homo, full homo. Both. I will be happy to put them at the top of B.
Top of B?
The very top of B.
I don't know
right
if
above B.
I don't know if I'd put them that high.
I definitely think they deserve to be in the B tier.
Yeah. Below Dudley, maybe? Like, they're definitely... I would definitely put them above the twins.
You know what? Sure.
Yeah.
That I'm okay. I would still be happy to put them above B. That's how much I like them,
Yeah.
but I'm also willing to admit that I like Dudley maybe more. But I love the characterization.
I would say, like, personally, I would be putting Kazuya below Leo as well. But, like...
He's got...
I understand, like, story relevance and stuff. Like, there's a reason he's higher.
Yeah, if Leo had more story, he would be above Kazuya. I 100% agree. How many points are we talking from Leo, from good old Leroy for Tekken 7? How many points?
I don't know. I didn't play much Tekken 7.
Oh, he broke the game. Oh, he broke the game. Leo was touted as the Bayonetta of Tekken 7.
Okay.
He was the literal best character until he got nerfed. And he got nerfed. Oh, man. Professional players literally complained about Leroy ever since he was debuted. But in terms of character, in terms of aura, Leroy is by far, without question, the coolest design they have introduced.
Oh yeah.
On this hill I will die.
Like, visual designs all over, all up there. Like, one of the best representations of Wing Chun that you're ever gonna get.
His trailer is possibly the best fighting game trailer ever released for a single character. It is so well done. The cinematography is so good. Like, it made you want Leroy. And I have to admit, I like Leroy. Even though he doesn't show up much for Tekken 8's story, the bit he shows up in, he's still really goddamn cool. Every part of Leroy is a vibe.
Yeah.
And I think in terms of modern fighting game design from the big three companies, or the big three franchises, shall we say, Tekken, your Street Fighter, and honestly your King of Fighters, I think Leroy is one of the best designs to come out of those companies.
It is a very good design. Like,
I would put them above Vega. That's my pitch.
Yeah, I can see it.
Like, the twins get above him because of the Tekken 7 poor balance. Though you could honestly argue Yun's what's the word? The one they keep shouting every time to do a super?
Oh, Ganajian.
Yeah, Ganajian, arguably.
I mean,
we'll drag him down a little. We'll get to that.
I said we'll have to talk about that again whenever we get to doing Marvel vs. Capcom, because Zero has the same thing.
We will be.
Right, so that now brings us on to Lydia.
Lydia Sobieska of Poland, aka the Warrior Prime Minister, and I'm gonna say it, why on God's green earth did we create a character that's meant to have like some sort of importance to something, not only DLC in 7, not only the final DLC of 7, but then the second DLC character in all of Tekken 8. Why?
Like, the idea of a Prime Minister entering the King of the Iron Fist tournament is really interesting. Sure, we don't really know anything fucking about it, because
we keep putting her in the DLC slot.
Girl don't have any story.
No, so she has a story, technically. We know a lot about her in backstory. There is ways of finding that information. Is that information all findable in Tekken 7? Not particularly, it's on the website. Is it findable in 8? Yes, since they made follow-up story. But then the issue is, you didn't give her any intros with any of the people she interacts with, apart from Heihachi. So like, as a casual observer, how would anyone know Lydia and Yoshimitsu work together with like Eddie? Like, in what world would anyone look at them and go, that's a team?
Yep.
Like, it's so half-baked. Hell, she doesn't even have anything from Reina, who literally gives her information. Like, it frustrates me. This is why I hate having characters just be DLC, and it's especially why I hate it twice. Because I shouldn't have to go to the website to find information about a character I like. You know, when it's their debut, some information should be given to me. I need to know who this woman is.
Yeah, like, Lydia is generally one of the... It's a very good design. It's a very good concept, but we don't know anything about it.
It's the biggest fumble in the history of Tekken.
Like,
I can't put her in C tier because of it. I'm thinking D.
like, welcome to the potential man tier.
Yeah, like, and to be fair, there's other characters I prefer because she'll end up as DLC again. I'll have this rant again for the 3rd time in a row.
In like a decade when we get the next Tekken, because this is what cycles are like now.
Like, hell, if Lydia gets in the base roster and Leroy becomes DLC in Tekken 9, I don't care. That's fine. Because, hey, at least there was a break in which Lydia got to do story. And I can see Leroy not being a part of story.
And, you know,
So
previous arguments we have made before, I think, still apply of, like, you can be cycling people out more than you are, like, especially now where, like, I feel like a lot of, like, plot points have sort of come to a head. Again, I haven't played it, but from what you were saying, like...
It's irritating. It's honestly irritating because I didn't realize it until I went into research to prepare for this video. Because, funnily enough, the Tekken 8 story mode isn't that good. It has moments, but it's not enjoyable. It's not of the quality of other story modes. It's better than some. I give it that. It's better than Justice 2, but that's about it. Ling Xiaoyu, aka the one who really likes Jin. Like, really, really likes Jin. Which I've always felt a little weird, but who am I to judge?
I guess she's supposed to be almost like the Sakura relationship, although this would have existed first.
So, like, I think my issue is I've always thought Jin was a lot older than Xiaoyu.
Yeah.
For Xiaoyu's 19, Jin's only 22, but he doesn't feel 22.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So there's not as, like, there's still the age gap, but not as much of an age gap as you'd think, yeah.
Yeah, so it felt weird, especially when we look at, like, the Tekken 3 look, because she very much has a baby face in that one. But she's only 16 then, and I think by proxy, Jin would only be, like, 3 years older, so 19?
Right.
Around that mark, if I'm not mistaken? Just feels weird. I don't know. Very fun to play. Has had pretty decent designs apart from when she debuted. I'm glad they changed it. And I say changed it. I prefer to changed it in the next mainline installment because she actually keeps it for Tag 1, but Tag 1 is non-canon anyway, so use what you got. I don't think she's as interesting, ironically, as Panda in storyline. Because again, I like the Kuma Panda stuff.
Yeah?
It's somehow the funniest thing. Whereas Xiaoyun's actuation is just kind of there, and it's like, okay, but like, do I really want Jin and Xiaoyu? I don't think I do.
It's not great.
But like, I'm not gonna... I imagine someone wants it. Right? I imagine someone is shipping it, therefore I'm not gonna judge people for liking it. There will be someone who is slightly worse than her on the list, so I think if we put her at the bottom of C, I'm okay with it. Because I would rather Christy than Ling, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. There's some design choices happening somewhere along this that's not ideal.
Speaking of design choices that aren't ideal and are hated by the Tekken community, hello character that wasn't gonna be in Tekken 7. Unless, well, as long as Harada keeps trolling. It is Lucky Chloe.
I mean, I know at least one Lucky Chloe player.
You also know one Lucky Chloe fan. Hi, it's me.
You were not who I was talking about.
I know, I don't play her.
Yeah,
I just like her.
Yeah, our mate Lee does actually play Lucky Chloe, if I remember correctly.
So let's just rip the band-aid off. A lot of people don't like Chloe's design.
Yeah.
Of that I understand, because even in a world of Tekken, it feels a little out of place.
Somehow still feels more in place than Fuck Your Mom, but you know.
And Gigas, but you know,
yeah.
let's shoot down the K-pop girl. I've said this before. People don't like her because she humiliates Eddie, and because she doesn't fit. One, I feel like Eddie doesn't need to be in more games. I was vocally very much like, okay, why are we bringing Eddie back when we have Christy anyway? Like, I don't think you need Eddie. The projection of the story was Christy was going to be a bigger thing. But even outside of that, it makes sense to some extent that they would pick someone that's youthful and like this sort of big personality K-pop girl to be like a marketing tool for G-Corp. And like, I can't hate her because of that. Because, yeah, if you're going to try and not come off as this big giant military group that wants to invade the world and rule as a devil god, why not have a cutesy girl doing concerts? Sponsored by G-Corp. To make people happy, you know? I know those aren't going to be popular opinions. I know that.
I don't think it's a bad design. I think, yeah, we've said with like DJ and stuff as well, it's like the idea of characters that actually... that they are musically inclined characters and therefore their specials require rhythm, I think is just a good design in terms of designing a fighting game character. I'm thinking around where Minot is because I feel like she has the same problems as Minot.
Yeah, I agree she has the same issue.
Like...
which is she's stuck in the niche of being this sort of rhythmic fighter.
Like... you're stuck in this niche, there's kind of other people that do other things or similar things that kind of overlap a little too much. I don't know.
They're big personalities, right?
Yeah.
They're very personality forward. And that's not an issue, but when you have someone like that, it's harder to justify them in a way that doesn't overshadow someone else.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's just the issue she has. I do think both could return. I'd be happy for either to return.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people like in the D tier that I'd be really happy to return.
And then we get on to the character I have more issues with, Master Raven. No, I don't hate Master Raven because she's a female Raven. I don't care about that.
Are we skipping martial law or?
Okay, for some reason it skipped Marshall on the list. Oh no, it did. I'm blind. Sorry. Rewind. We'll get to Master Raven. I have feelings, but honestly, I understand why I skipped martial law. We have forest law. Forest law just feels like a dupe of martial law, and martial law feels like a dupe of forest law.
No, it's definitely only one of those ways around.
Well, yeah, obviously it's forest being a copy of martial, but honestly, you could put either or in the next game, and I wouldn't bat an eye.
I don't know. I feel like
in terms of moveset, in story and voice, yeah, I'd tell the difference.
I think with like the nunchucks and stuff, if we keep that as a martial law thing, I think we can actually start divulging them a bit more, or diverging them a bit more, sorry.
I hope we divulge them a bit more because, you know, they have the issue of, hey, I'm the Bruce Lee of the game.
Yeah.
Which, for some reason, fighting games keep doing, and like, at least at Phaelon, they embraced the movie star aspect, right?
Yeah.
So it was more like a meta commentary.
Martial law does get points, however, for hating rich people.
Yeah, but he's a chef, so rich people give him money to cook.
Yeah.
So he does technically support the rich people by cooking for them. He's also been a dishwasher, though, so the heck do I know? It's weird. He was a cook, then he was a dishwasher after he was a cook and restaurant owner. And whilst this was happening, he was still a dojo owner. But like, I don't know. No, Claudia's better. Claudia's more interesting.
Okay.
Because like, Nunchuck Bruce Lee that could still describe like Liu Kang, for instance.
I mean,
Yeah.
in a few games, yeah, but like, I don't. I
Yeah.
feel like we don't see the nunchucks too often with the video game characters.
True. I mean, they come back occasionally, so I'd still say it's not as, divergent. And there's definitely more interesting nunchuck users.
Yeah.
Something Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Now it's Master Raven.
Yes.
And now I say, no, I don't like her. No, it's not because it's a woman. Though someone will accuse me of that as soon as I say I don't like them because they were in a game more than Raven. My issue is they have no story. And honestly, they weren't that interesting to play. And honestly, Raven's a lot more fun than Master Raven.
It's like they really exist just to be like, oh yeah, here's a female Raven's teacher, maybe, kinda.
We don't know. We don't know why.
To me, it's like,
Master.
it feels implied, but it's never like confirmed enough to really say. But like,
Okay, so Raven is her subordinate. And I get that, but it's the idea that you just randomly introduce someone above a beloved character without any, sort of idea as to why they are like this.
yeah.
And they're not that unique, they're not that different, and they literally just copy Raven's rivalry with Dragunov.
Yeah.
It's just copying a bit too much.
But basically positioned just because, again, would have been a better pick than Bob.
Yeah, but honestly, the fact there's still picks that are better than Bob should speak volumes as to the quality of certain characters.
I mean, again, just look up the list, and everyone who is above Bob that isn't in the game, including all of the Street Fighter characters, would have been a better pick than Bob.
And arguably even T-Hawk, but T-Hawk I don't really want. So,
Yeah.
And that's the exception.
Kunimitsu is only lower than that because they just have nothing going for them.
Yeah, because they keep being introduced to DLC, and we don't know if they will have any story. Nor do we know if Bob will have a story, because we're about Harada, and Harada wrote the story. So, I don't want to know what the will comes.
Yeah.
I'm going to butcher the full name, because it's Malghazi. Well, it's Malghazi. The family name is not part of this character's name. So I'm going to try and say all of the name, and we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
It is Nomen Janahari. No, that's wrong. Nomen Janahara. Nomen Janahari Miari Zo Andreana Valona. Which I think is meant to be pronounced Andriana Avalona, but I don't know. It's Miria Zo. And again, credit for picking a nation that's underrepresented, like Madagascar. But God, do we know nothing about you?
I mean, we know more than we know about some of the DLC characters, as as they are heavily implying that Marizo is the reincarnation of fucking Ogre.
You can't say implied and no. It's either we know they are or they're not. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
they are giving us more story threads to work with than other characters. I'll put it that way then.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Did I really want Ogre, a design that is inherently interesting, to be turned into a beautiful African woman?
I mean,
it feels like a downgrade.
Would I have rather them got a bit more Seth with it? Yeah, probably.
Yes,
But
100%. I play Miarizo. I like Miarizo, but here's the issue. She just doesn't feel like she's meant to be Ogre. I don't see how she would be, in any story.
I don't know. I think there is potential there.
I think there's potential too, but that's all she has.
And yeah, mechanically she seems interesting, and it's not a terrible design as much as it is pretty simple. It's very much trying to focus more on being from where it's from and being a fighting outfit,
But there's only so much a lemur mother and their child can get yet.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, since we know literally nothing about her, I think the highest I'm willing to go is above Azucena.
That's higher than I was going.
How high are you going? Because I'm only putting her that high because of the playstyle, to clarify. I'm not putting her because of the story.
I definitely think she's in the potential men area. Maybe above Marduk. Again, I would still rather see Hugo.
I'd say above Lydia.
Okay, yeah.
Because again, since the possibility of triple DLC back to back to back, That's irking me.
Hmm.
It's irking me a lot. For some reason, next on the list, according to the website, is someone called Michelle. And I believe that's Michelle Chang.
Yeah.
Which, I forgot her name was Michelle, even though I had mentioned her earlier. Because I honestly don't care about Michelle.
Yeah, she's in T-Hawk tier, I think.
No, she's higher than T-Hawk.
Oh yeah, she's higher than T-Hawk, but she has the same problem, and it's a problem that's gonna come up on most franchises, unfortunately.
Which is, we made a Native American representative, but we're not doing anything about it.
Yeah, we made a Native American representative, and that is the end of the topic.
But hey, we made her a woman, and her dad's from Hong Kong.
She is objectively more interesting.
I think she could come back with a new style. You know, she's getting older. Maybe we change her up a bit. It's the fact that we want Bo Montana more.
Legitimately, yeah.
Honestly, Bo's trailer surprised us.
Yep.
Seriously, go seek out Bo's trailer. I can actually see him being a character. And if he was to become a character, it'd be the biggest what the hell moment.
Yep.
But I'd be so down.
And again, hear me out, Bandai Namco. Give him the Steve Blackman sticks. I think it fits him.
Or maybe just have him use the knife.
Yeah.
Like, I know you have Victor Chevalier, but he has more tools. You could do, like, I don't know, like, to borrow a character from Resident Evil, do, like, the Leon Scott Kennedy style, or do, like, the Jack Krauser.
Yeah, just like
That sort of stuff.
Or just work it into a command grab. It doesn't have to be that fancy, like.
And now we get to our bias. Hello, Miguel Caballero Rojo.
Yep. As we
Lovely
said,
to see you.
the character that unfortunately for us is going to be lower because their story technically did end.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a way of continuing it, actually.
We could still do more with the bar fighter, like.
Jin's still alive, you know, and he still does hate Jin for indirectly killing his wife, like his soon-to-be sister. I'd say wife, that was the wrong answer.
Yeah.
It's because it was a wedding thing, and like my brain just instantly, when wedding is involved, goes wife. He is not Alex. He is not Alex from Street Fighter. We are fine. There's something you could do about a path to redemption and acceptance and apology with Miguel that justifies him being in and truly rounding out his story.
Yeah.
Since he still hates Jin, but like the world knows that Kazi is down, Jin probably did it. So there's still a way of doing it. And I'd be interested to see how Miguel is in a world where he gives himself some peace.
Thing is, the other thing, like, we know Miguel is one of the most requested returning characters as well, so it's not just us saying this.
Because he's cool. We have mentioned this on different things, like different builder rosters. Vibes is a big thing. Like,
Yes.
if something has good vibes, it might beat it if it's a case of we like both characters are a possibility. Which one do I think is cooler?
You have nominated Ogre multiple times before, and
I
only
still
this
have not
week
played
actually
the game.
seen how he plays.
And newsflash, it's exactly how I thought he would play.
Yep.
Down to a fault.
Dude's
So I was
just
like, damn.
slick as hell.
So I'm definitely feeling C for Miguel.
I was feeling B for Miguel, so...
Ooh, I'm down. Tell you what, how about we put them above?
I'm feeling at least above Balrog.
I was thinking above Cody, but also for above Balrog.
We'll do above Balrog.
Yeah.
I'll throw
Balrog was the first thought.
I'll
So I
throw
was
the
like,
Rio people a little bit of a bone here.
Yeah, because again, Street Fighter 6 Ryu is kind of cool.
He's gotten some good story over time, but yeah. I have my biases against the bland pick when it comes to drafter rosters, but I can't deny that Ryu is a Ryu.
Ryu is Ryu. Ryu is still cool. Ryu is the thing that made everyone scream when he was revealed for Smash.
Yeah.
And then you know, Cloud before him, and Bayonetta after, and Sephiroth after, and Sora at the very penultimate end. So, yeah.
Terry at some point in there.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I don't think that many people cared about Kazuya.
I did. I was like, how are you gonna do that? But that's the Killer Fish. Miharu Hirano is a character specifically designed for Tekken Tag 2.
Okay.
I'm very familiar. Yes, I believe they're also playable in other games. I believe they're playable in Tekken 4, but I was introduced through Tekken Tag 2. They are Ling Xiaoyu's friend. I'm pretty certain that they had like a really fun grab where, and I say I'm pretty certain, I'm like 100,000,000% positive. She would pose with an enemy, take a selfie with them. The enemy would do like a peace sign next to their eye and then fall backwards. That is the extent of my knowledge of her, aside from being Ling Xiaoyu.
Okay.
That's all I remember, if I'm completely honest with you. It's to the point where she was a palette swap in Tekken 4.
Right.
Hence why I'm like, I think she's playable. I don't know if you can a palette swap as a character.
Yeah, it's one of those ones I recognize your design, but God, if I couldn't tell you much about you.
There's not much to say, to be honest. I'd say she's worse than Ling.
Yeah.
So she's definitely going below Ling. She cannot exceed her.
I was gonna say, I'll start with our like eternal question of this episode, at least after we got past B. Would we want her more than Bob?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the grab. Because theoretically you can do different animations per character with the same frame data, because you could do different poses.
So
you could have one do like the piece, you could do one with the tongue out, you could do one with the thumbs up.
We have between the bottom of C and Bob. We've narrowed it down a little bit.
Okay, let's narrow it down even further. I would put them below Falconrun.
Yeah, okay.
I would put them below Alex, because yes, Alex copies moves, but Alex is a conglomeration of multiple moves.
Now, the real eternal question: do we want them more than Bo?
No, because I would welcome a new character. Like, it feels like those characters are stuck on a phone game. Let's just give them a shot. How about we put them above Gonryu?
Yeah, that's fine. I think I could maybe argue higher, but I don't know them well enough to.
As Miharu gets older, I think the style could change, but currently it's just Xiaoyu's, and if you don't like Xiaoyu, you won't like Miharu.
Yeah,
that's the issue. Mokujin. I've sent you the Mokujin tier list, haven't I?
Maybe I haven't had a chance to watch it.
So, Mokujin, there is a very devoted player of Mokujin. His name is The Gobbo, and I will shout him out because I love his content. Gobbo has done an entire tier list of what is the best and the worst characters to get off Mokujin. Now, you might be considering that bit weird because he's a clone, but he's technically not, because he has his own limbs length and he has his own height and his own weight. So certain things act differently depending on the character that he's cloning, which is inherently very interesting. The problem is, it could be as detrimental as giving him Dragunov, in which case, run away. That is literally the best possible result. And then, ironically, after that, it's Kunimitsu and then Ling Xiaoyu or Miharu, because he gets more range on a lot of strings, so a lot of what doesn't connect for them connects perfectly for Mokujin. Inherently, I feel like Mokujin then is in a weird spot, because again, he's a clone, but he's not. Because he can do different things.
Argument that he then becomes the clone character version of the you're here for a reason, and you do that reason well, and that's kind of your entire existence. Like, yes, he has some, like, fun character moments as well, but, like...
I'm gonna say we put him at the very top of that, because, like...
No, because on top of that is Abel and Hakan. I don't feel like we're that high.
I do, if I'm honest.
Maybe between Abel and Hakan, actually.
Yeah, because, like, how many clone characters can we say actually have an identity in and of themselves?
Yeah.
He is arguably the best clone character to exist because of it.
Like, as much as I love Charade, I can't really give Charade too much praise, so...
Yeah, there's other more interesting clone characters in the franchise than Charade. We will get to them, believe me, I used to play them. Time for a weird pick. It's Nancy M1847J. Say hi to Nancy.
No, I don't think I will.
Too bad, she says hi to you. So Nancy, it's meant to be Bloody Nancy, by the way. That's was the original name plan. So she is playable in a few things. She's not playable for long, but you can control her in, I believe it's Tekken 6.
Okay.
And yes, the scenario campaign is more of a beat 'em up, but it uses the fighting characters and you do all the fighting strings, so I'm counting it. Because it's not like you made a character unique. You built it within Tekken logic.
Right.
That being said, I don't care about her at all. But she's a giant mecha, and therefore I believe belongs at the top of F tier.
Okay.
Because look at the rest of F tier and tell me giant mecha robot with miniguns is not inherently more interesting sounding to play.
I don't know. I like from what we've seen of Blade, giving a fleshed out version of Blade might be more interesting, but like Blade would be the only one I would argue could be higher.
Okay, put Blade above.
Okay.
We'll put Blade above. Because, yeah, Blade... If Blade somehow comes back, I'll eat my hat.
But like in the world he does, and they actually flesh him out more,
Yeah,
there is
the
something in Blade. Like, it's really unlikely, but there is technically something there.
There's an opportunity. Nina Williams, the other Williams sister. I'll be honest, I don't like her, and I don't like her modern storytelling. Because they really are trying to ham-fist things with them and Steve, and the whole G-Corp thing.
Yeah.
I don't like any of it.
Also, somehow pistols keep breaking the game more than a rocket launcher.
Yes, because think about how many bullets you can fire in the time it takes a rocket to go like a certain distance.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that feels weird to say.
Yeah, no, I get that, because the rocket launcher makes more damage, but theoretically, if you shoot someone in the head before they fire the rocket launcher, or even as they fire the rocket launcher, you theoretically could dodge.
I do think it is more the more hits that, like, makes it an issue.
Maybe. Did you know she was Irish, by the way?
I think I might have heard her being part Irish. I didn't know she was, like...
Apparently born in Ireland.
Huh.
Well, the Republic of Ireland. Well, we will at least acknowledge the correct part of Ireland.
Eh.
Because I have friends in Ireland, I'm not going to go wrong with that. But, like, why does she have to be the one whose ovum is taken to make Steve Fox? More importantly, why do I need to know how Steve Fox was born? That's a question I've been asking for a while.
Why is Nina always the first one in every game?
Why does Nina feel like the Captain Marvel of this series?
Oh no, she's not as bad as Captain Marvel.
No, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, somehow finds her way into the main story despite really not doing that much of importance.
But, like, constantly acts like she is being really important.
And when she is obnoxious and is just on the wrong side of history.
We are very anti-Captain Marvel, if that hasn't been clear.
No, you are very anti-Marvel. I just don't care about her. I'm apathetic towards her, is I think the term.
It's like playing through Midnight Suns, everything she says is somehow her, like, self-aggrandizing herself or trying to put herself in like, it really is, like, the best example of she has a protagonist complex.
Yeah. Alright, usual question. Would we prefer them as DLC over Bob? Honest answer, no. That would feel weird. That would feel weird. You gotta admit it.
I suppose, like, the thing is, if you swapped Anna and Nina came out when Anna did, and Anna was in base roster, I wouldn't have batted an eye, so, like...
I think it would have made more sense.
I mean, I would have been happier, but...
Anna joining G-Corp makes more sense in my brain.
I think Nina is still B tier.
I don't disagree, I think she is important.
I don't think I'm putting her notably in B tier. I think I am putting her in B tier. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that was exactly what I'm thinking. I'm like, barely glances. Like, and to be fair, I think there's a world where Asuka or Lily get up to B tier.
I agree, yeah. Like, those are two women that just need more plot. Like...
How about we put Lily above Nina then? Because I think Lily's more fun to watch.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
And then if Asuka gets more story in a future world, because she is also a Kazuya, then it's a chance she gets up to B as well. But at the moment, she's not doing too much.
Yeah. Really, like, Lily and Asuka really suffer from just kind of being on the sidelines a lot. Which, again, we don't need... Not everyone needs to be in the limelight, but, like, everyone probably should have some plot.
Yeah, someone should make them somewhat important. Speaking of characters that were made somewhat important because of competitive history, Anda. Really? To quote Harada-san.
Yeah.
Still not the way he said it. I will always impersonate it because it's just like, god, the emotion in his voice.
For what started as just an alt color.
Has developed a life of its own.
Yep.
And honestly, I love Panda's style and attitude. And Panda shouldn't work, right? We agree Panda should not work as a concept.
I don't see why Panda can't work.
Okay, but let's put ourselves in the shoe of
I would say
a Street Fighter 2 player, right?
The bears probably shouldn't have, like, if you compare like Tekken 3, where the bears really are just feel like bears that are fighting, versus how much personality they have now.
Yeah, I think Panda has to go next to Kuma.
I would say above Kuma.
No, I'm sorry, the fish baseball. That's too funny. Also, Kuma came first, and I have to acknowledge that.
Technically, I suppose, yeah.
Plus, they're like a couple at that point, and that's Kuma's wish. I'm standing up for my boy Kuma. If there's any ship I agree with in Tekken, it's Panda Kuma. 100%.
Me being me will continue to be make them gay.
No, do not make Panda gay. Do not break Kuma's heart. Kuma gay.
No, I meant the continue to do the Oscar Lily. Make that canon.
Oh yeah, that's what you do. But at the same time, don't make Panda gay. Pandas have a tough enough time reproducing. They don't need to be gay.
Honestly, that would be a very good and funny reason to have her be gay. It's just like, nah, it's just a joke on the fact that pandas don't.
I know of this because of a French cartoon series. If you know which series it is, I think it's episode 6, and it has a cat doctor. Please put it in the comments because I need to rewatch it. It's bloody hilarious. Paul Phoenix, one of the 3 characters in every single game.
I like Paul Phoenix.
We both like Paul Phoenix, but we got to admit he's a little boring.
He has definitely. They have done a lot to like exaggerate his character and give him better visual design other than just the gi and the hair. But he is also very much still the same guy that he was like several decades ago. Granted, Paul was the first character I actually played. It was either Paul or Yoshimitsu, but it was definitely
Paul
one
is
of them. Like
most people's first.
yeah, it's like
because the hair. You look at the hair and you go, "That's dumb. Let me try it."
yeah.
You know, like what sort of madcap stuff does this man use? It's like I have to acknowledge that, but the same token, he's just exaggerated to a COD 2D level, just slightly uncannily.
That's kind of the point of Paul at this point, I think.
But is it a good point?
I'll put it this way: if Paul wasn't in the base roster for the next game, I wouldn't. But I would be like, huh, and that would be the end of me like acknowledging it because I don't think it would be a bad decision. I think he's very much in that like Zangief Dalsim thing of like we doesn't need to be here now, but I do think he's a lot better overall. So I'm thinking more in the Balrog, Vega, like range, or even like Goken range of like, it doesn't need to be here anymore, but we respect what he has done.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe not quite as high, maybe more like above Gil, but like
below Armor King. How about that?
I'll take below Armor King. I'll happily put my new boy over my old boy.
It's like friendship with Paul ended, friendship with Armor King new.
Yep.
Prototype Jack or P-Jack.
Yep.
Because the movesets are not identical.
And even the moves that are the same often have different data, which does matter.
But I'm gonna say the obvious sentence: does anyone really care about Prototype Jack?
I like the design of Prototype Jack.
Me too, but that wasn't the question. The question is who cares about Prototype Jack?
And like, I think Prototype Jack more and more especially as like the more Jack becomes the weirdo that he has become in the last couple games, I think it really gets pointed out more by Prototype Jack's existence. Because it's really like, yeah, you could just continue to be the guy with metal arms and a vest. That would be better, I think.
Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll be honest. I don't really want Prototype Jack back.
I was gonna say, me saying all this, I would actually rather have Bob. So
yeah. I would rather have the cutie Mitsus.
Oh, I don't know about that one. Like, no, I was thinking there.
I think it could be more fun. That's the problem.
Okay.
Tell you what, above Kunibitsu 1, below Kunibitsu 2. How about
Okay.
that?
Split the difference.
He's holding them apart.
It's breaking them
It's like,
up.
no. They got into a fight.
No
Like
fighting.
a real dispute. Raven, before we get into the dispute between the Kunimitsus, there's a reason Raven came back. It's because Raven's cooler than Master Raven. And the reason for that is simple. It's Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
He really is just
just-
a Wesley Snipes character.
It's just Blade. It really is.
It's just Blade as a ninja, and that's inherently... It's Blade if Ryu Hayabusa. And if that sounds cool, congratulations, it's because it
I
is.
was like, congratulations, you have a pulse.
Congratulations, you're a human being with eyes and a brain.
No, I can't even confirm that you're a human being, just you are alive.
Yeah, you have eyes and a brain. At least one of them. Because I still think, even if you explain the concept to someone who has no vision, they would still agree.
It's like, you have functioning faculties, well done. Good for you.
And also, let's just be real. And I know it's gonna sound weird. How many black ninjas in fighting games can you name? Like dead serious, how many?
I mean,
no, you can't say Master Raven.
I was
You
gonna say,
already have.
given we don't know what any of the multiple Ryu Hayabusas look like.
We know that they are not black. There's enough skin on the dead or alive Ryu Hayabusa to confirm he is not.
Okay, what about the other ones?
Well, the other ones can be whoever they want to be, and I'm okay with that, but like...
Sorry, you just gave me the opportunity to reference the fact that that is a very
The
common
only-
ninja name.
Tell you what, the only other one I could name is a character from God Hand literally called, and I quote, Black Ninja. That's it. That's your shabam. That's your money. That is the legacy to my brain of a Black Ninja. And if there is any I'm missing, please let me know, but it's a rare thing.
And we do mean in video games. We don't need to mention like Darrow or anything.
Yeah, like in anime, different kettle of fish, but like again, that's a topic for a different day. Blade's just, sorry, I call him Blade. There's your case in point.
Yeah.
Raven is just cool. And I think,
Above
honestly,
Nina.
yes, that was immediately my first thought.
Like,
Read the mind.
you know.
And then someone that I would prefer less than her, despite the fact that I play her, Reina. Oh, Reina, you can't catch a break in patch notes.
Yeah, like God, do you need more time to be? I think Reina will be very much the most iconic Tekken character.
Are you going to go as far, though, as to say they are the jury of Tekken?
I think they will be, but in like a game or two. I don't think they are currently.
Yeah, I don't think they're the lightning in a bottle that perhaps they were expecting.
I think people like her visually, and I really think there are plenty of people that have picked her up. I should give her a go at some point.
She's fun. Like, that I'm not going to debate, but again, like, she very much feels like she's meant to be the jury. And unfortunately, what the circumstances that made jury the lightning in a bottle success, I don't think are replicatable. I really don't.
No.
It's just a combination of time, game, style, martial arts, outfitting, voice. It's everything. It's a great package all in one.
But like
Raiden is
I
not
don't
there
think
yet.
Ray like. But the fact that I'm not going. Oh, there's a good chance she'll get there. No, I am certain that like give her a game or two, she'll be there.
Yeah, she's a slow burn.
Like,
but then again, Jin was a slow burn. You know what I mean?
It's not an if, it's a when, right? Like,
Yeah, but the moment we're judging it on there now.
I mean, we got to factor in. We factor in some level of potential with these, but yeah, it's
Yeah, but we are heavily weighed down.
it is
Like,
very much not going to be as high as we'd like. I think above the Bears at very least.
yeah, I'm thinking above Adon, maybe above Laura.
Yeah, I'm good for above Laura. Like of the two of them, I rather keep seeing Reina than have Laura come back.
And I'd love Laura to come back, but I want Sean more than Laura because
I
of the
agree.
timeline.
Yeah.
Like Sean would be like late 20s, I feel like. So like,
Well, it's
perfect time to pick him
again,
in.
it's what, a year 5 and 6 are 1 year either side of 3, I think. So
That is very fair.
like,
Do I get to talk about my boy? Do I get
Yes.
to talk about him?
the closest thing to a good DLC pick.
I am so goddamn excited for Roger Jr. and I do not care the community hates it. I don't care. Couldn't give two flying monkeys. He is the character I play in Tekken goddamn 5 and in Tekken goddamn 6. So him coming back makes me a very happy man. Is it a stupid concept? Yes. Is it a stupid story? Yes. Is Roger Sr. getting cooked by Alex the Velociraptor or Dino whatever his name is? 1,000,000%. But goddamn, I love Roger Jr. And I like him. I like Roger Jr. He's the Borpo. He's the Borpo.
He is very fun.
I'm not saying he's going to be high tier. Can we at least put him next to? Can we put him below Panda?
No, I will put him higher, but I was for like, and the kangaroo has joined the bar.
Well, we don't want to put the child in the bar.
I'm putting Jamie higher.
Fine.
Like that could give it a game that could easily change. Honestly, give that DLC coming out, it could change. But
like, I've said this to you. I will say it in this recording. I will say it to this audience. I will learn Roger Jr. in Tekken 8, and I will relearn every bit of kit I can. Because you have given me boxing kangaroo. My neurons have activated. My cortisol is low. Like,
thank you, Agnes Tachyon.
No, thank you everyone but Agnes Tachyon. I do not trust her.
In Agnes Tachyon we trust.
So, we move on to Ruby.
I mean, it's an interesting design. Do we have anything to actually show for her?
Well, let me start with the obvious. Her outfit is made from the created character stuff. You just don't notice it because it's recolored.
Oh yeah, no, I can tell, but like...
I just want to make that perfectly clear.
But like, we've established the created character stuff can be limiting, but when it works... We have gameplay.
Holy, hang on. Let's give them a shot.
I mean, Bo surprised us.
I don't think she's going to excite us, if I'm honest, but... So, from what I understand, her stance is angels, to some extent. Or at least her basic attacks are angels. Which immediate red flag. Immediate red flag. More red than strawberries.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I wouldn't be able to tell you anyway.
And then her specials are Nina, Anna, Josie, and Katarina. Yeah, she has a lot of each of those characters in her.
I mean, there's some interesting stuff. Like,
I mean, it's a biker chick.
Like, she'd need way more than I think Bo would need. I think Bo's not a fully ready character, but like, he's not far off.
He has a story at the very least.
Like, I'm even just talking mechanically, but yeah, that helps too.
How to make Ruby there's a tutorial on how to make someone look like Ruby. So there you go. If you want Ruby, there's a way of making her. Would I want her more than Bo? No. I would not. I would prefer Bo.
Yeah. Would we want her more than Bob?
No, she's not quite fully cooked. Yeah, I think she would need to be quite a lot more realized. And I think at that point I prefer a new character. If I'm honest.
I can see that.
So I don't know where to rank her. How about below Saddam? Because to be honest, she comes off a bit generic.
Yeah, that's fair. It's
at least Saddam has a personality.
It's in that, like, we see potential in you, Dieter.
Yes, it's not as much as we see as much potential as Bo, because again, that shoulder, the upward shoulder, is fascinating. I'm intrigued.
Boy has some moves, like actually.
He's got techniques. Sebastian, the clone character of Lily.
Yes.
Sebastian's her butler.
Yes.
Cool. I've said all you need to know. Credit to him for being self-taught.
Learned it from watching enough.
Yeah, literally. That's how he did it. His Tekken Tag 2 ending was hilarious. Would I want him over Bob? No. As much as I love my old tag team of old men behaving badly, which consisted of him and Boskanovich, because hey, I didn't take the game seriously. No, I don't want him more than Bob. Do I want him more than Ruby? Sadly, yes. because I think that'd be funny.
Now your real struggle. Do you want him more than Sodon?
No, dear God, no.
Okay.
Sodon's my boy. He's only low tier because nothing's done with him to make him interesting. It's just a lot of stuff he's done in the peripheral of Sodom, which is the problem. And now you get to rant about balance. I know you want to.
I mean, I don't. It's not really a rant. It's more just I have to take points away from Dragunov because God, if season 1 of Tekken 8 wasn't 6 Dragunovs in every single top 8, like. It was not a good time for the game.
Like, the funniest thing is, on debut in Dark Resurrection, Dragunov was terrible. Like, a lot of his mainstays just were not there. He has, like, that running elbow smash. That didn't used to launch. That's, like, a key part of his hit that just doesn't exist. Like, it is weird. If you go back and see debut Dragunov, it's nowhere near the Dragunov of today. Like, as soon as you get to Tekken 6, that's when the light bulb switches on. That's when Dragunov is Dragunov.
Like, don't get me wrong, like, mechanically and, like, visual design-wise, I'm still putting Dragunov in a B, even with the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because he has more character than many people do, and he doesn't even speak.
Yeah.
And also, let's just be real, that military costume with the eagles on both sides, that was snazzy.
Man does just present well.
Man can dress for a guy who looks like he's going to try to cut every artery you have with a scalpel, you know? He's not even the best dressed person in the roster. We will get to him. Shaheen, aka the Tekken
Hang on, we haven't actually placed Dragunov. We've just said B, and not actually put him in.
I thought you had put him in B.
No.
I don't know.
Like, I will move him up to B to make my life easier when we actually decide where he's going, but...
below
minimum.
Nash done. Below Nash done.
Yeah, this is argumentable.
Yeah, actually, Elena above him. Why not? Roletto and Sergey would probably be having shots.
They fill a similar place. Not the same place. Not the same place.
Different. One's a jaded veteran, and one's just way too happy to smell napalm in the morning.
Like,
that is how that goes.
Yeah, it's like, they are similar, but very much different.
Shaheen. There is no surname for Shaheen, he's just Shaheen. I don't know how Saudi names kind of go, so I don't know if he would ever have a full name. Say. But what I will say is, I remember the announcement trailer for Shaheen, and I remember the news coming out to Saudi Arabia. They lost their damn minds when Shaheen was announced.
Yeah, I mean...
Because Tekken is really popular in Saudi.
Yes, I have seen Team Falcons.
I have also seen Team Falcons, they're very good. And as much as I have on the show mentioned I'm not a big fan of Saudi, I will still acknowledge its people, and I still acknowledge, the country's existence.
People are not their governments.
Of course not. No, I don't. Jesus Christ, we're not Keir Starmer for our own benefit, perhaps.
Again, if we have any sentiment already, Rashid is still our highest ranked character. So.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Rashid also blew their minds. I just think they're happy when they get a rep, if I'm honest. And that's understandable.
I'm happy anytime we get a British rep that isn't a massive fucking stereotype. Sorry, Steve Fox.
Hi, Dudley. Honestly, actually, we keep getting the pugilist boxer. That is kind of a stereotype. But regardless...
But also technically Cammy. And I have to say technically Cammy because shenanigans. But still, technically Cammy.
Her DNA's British, it counts. I don't hate Shaheen. I don't hate playing him. He's fun. Would I seriously pick him up? No.
Does also feel like he falls into that you just don't have a lot going on category.
Oh, he has even less. So, we know he joins laws against G-Corp because in the story he fights Dragunov, who fights for Kazuya. Which, okay, if we're gonna put those two on different sides, I suppose that's the correct way of doing it. I mean, especially considering the real world event around the time.
Yeah.
Say as much as you want of the Saudi stuff, Russia in recent history was worse.
Yeah.
So I can see the argument. I'm not saying that's why it happened, I'm just saying it's a pretty, understandable thing given current situations. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. Would I want to see him more than Bob? Yes. That's our starting conclusion. Would I like to see him more than Jack? Yes.
I'll say my positions for this one starting at like, is he better than Lars? Because like I think he's a C tier if I'm honest.
I don't disagree with the C tier,
but I don't think it's a high. I don't think it's a really high C. That's for certain.
I'd say they're better than Julie, but I wouldn't put them as better than Remy because I think we both agree if Remy was in a different game, he'd be good.
If Remy wasn't screwed by the mechanics of the game he's in.
Yep. Slim Bob broke the game.
And
fundamentally.
Yeah, but like he's kind of meant to. He's not. I don't think Slim Bob was ever meant to be a serious character.
No, but the problem is, if you make the joke really strong, people go, "Why did you do that?"
Like I don't think he was ever supposed to be like allowed and competitive, but you know, people. This is before like the companies themselves ran the tournaments, so.
I think he wasn't DLC. So no, he was DLC. But again,
I will say it this much: I would rather Slim Bob than Bob.
I wouldn't,
because I think if you redesign Slim Bob to not be broken.
So, but here's the problem. I want there to be appreciation for overweight characters, and I think if you make Slim Bob the default, as much as we hate Bob, to some extent,
Bob is not a good representation.
No, but you can do it, because Gragas wasn't, and then they did the Gragas disco skin. I was like, well, that's a way of doing it, you know? Like, you can always U-turn it, but I don't think you should U-turn it into being, actually lost weight,
yeah.
You know?
Like, I think you can. I think there's a good story for it, but, like...
I don't know.
Like again, when the character doesn't start great. Again, any fighting company that wants me to design characters for you, please do find a way to contact me, but especially for making a fucking fat character that is not just a butt of the joke.
Let's put it to you this way. If you made Rufus slim all of a sudden, right?
He would still be Rufus. That's not a good example.
It would be Rufus, yes, but there's at least enough time passage to which I'd say, okay, I get it. It's been years. You can explain it more gradually. Cool. Slim Bob would feel very out of place.
That's fair, I suppose.
I still think Slim Bob is above anyone else in the D tier, right? I don't want either Bob, but I think he is the lesser of the Bobs.
The other argument, I guess, is do we put him with Violent King in the kind of broke the game tier?
Yeah, I mean, you can do.
Because, like...
Funnily enough, he wasn't designed to be Bob but better, but he's Bob better.
It's Bob but faster. That's the whole idea, really.
It's Bob but faster, and Bob was annoying. There's your problem, there's your deal. D Fox, did you know Nita Williams was the embryo person behind Steve? No. Did I need to know this? No, I did not. Also, broke the game in Tekken 4 and 5? Arguably more 4 than 5, but, you know.
Like, frequently high tier and despite everything.
Because the dodging is so good.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you can't get rid of that with Steve. If you got rid of it, it wouldn't be Steve.
Like, I have very mixed feelings on Steve as a character. I love Street Fighter Cross Tekken putting Steve in Hwoarang because it's the guy who does kicks and the guy that does punches. That's very, very smart but very stupid at the same time.
Plus, their banter is enjoyable.
Yes.
I'd say put Steve at the very top of D tier because I think we're stuck with him. Right? I don't think we're ever going to lose it from the roster.
And he's kind of going to have the Black Panther problem of he's either going to be too good or not good enough to be viable. Like, I'll say, I think he's probably in his most sensible place in Tekken 8.
Yeah,
but
and honestly, 7 he wasn't too bad. He was good, but he wasn't, like, great. I think that's the issue. When you see a really good Steve player, they somehow look better than a lot of the top tiers of other characters. He's very misleading in that regard. And so ultimately, he's very hard to judge. on his own level. Which I guess is a double-edged sword, but what can you do? Super Combat DX. So, fun fact. We had combat. This is Super Combat. There's a difference between Super Combat and Combat, and thus you can't decide Super Combat stuff. And also because he was destroyed.
Okay.
Because the idea was Violet was going to show off Super Combat, but it blew up. So we had to develop Combat. Welcome to Tekken, folks. I say let's throw him into the F tier, call it a day, Luca Lay.
Whereabouts?
Yeah, there.
Okay.
That'll do. That'll do.
That'll do her.
I have no feelings either way, if I'm honest. Tiger Miyake, I believe. Can you believe I have footage?
Oh my god, we have footage. We have more
on
things.
Tiger Miyake. And hey, we need to give them their shot.
Yeah.
Bo surprised us.
More content that will not be in the video.
Hey, look, he's fighting Nina. I'm sure this will go well for a level 4 Tiger Miyake.
He has some normals.
That he does.
He has some Howren kicks.
That he does. He's never got Hoenn kicks. His step forward is very weird. He's got the Jin running kick.
This is definitely one of these stitched together simple characters for the mobile game. As much as design wise, I think Ruby has more potential. I think combat wise, like the idea of him being like the sort of master of jack of all trades, master of none, who's a bit of every major martial arts and sort of there's potential for a character in there. However, the name Tiger Miyagi I think is negative points. I think just having the name Tiger Miyagi.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think is also a negative? When you put in the description the wrong Nina, you put Anna instead.
Well done.
Well done. It's only like you recorded your own footage, right? He is a Mishima without any of the Mishima flair.
Give him the name sucks. You need to do something about the name. Like Tiger's fine, but Miyagi is way too on the nose.
Honestly, I think the Tiger bit sucks.
No, my problem is the Miyagi, because having seen that, I think the intent is to have him be a mixed martial arts, but not in this MMA sense, in the sense of I've learned, not necessarily I'm a black belt in everything, but it's I'm a black belt in one. It really is I've learned a decent amount of all of the I've learned a bit of karate, I've learned a bit of taekwondo, I've learned a bit of judo. I'm just
it's would you like to see my black belt collection?
Yeah, it's just
numerous and long.
I've learned a bit of everything, and so I'm gonna do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, there's a again, that's why I like Lei, because Lei is also, I've learned a bunch of different martial arts styles, and I'm gonna just free flow between, there's something there, but at this point I think I wanted to be a different character with just that idea, but I don't know. Ruby has more design potential, as much as she needs more of a rework in concept.
So, Haru Ogre. Negative points for being the worst thing you can copy off of a Mokujin. No, I'm not joking.
The opposite reason of the thing, because you have less reach.
Actually, that's part of it, but not all of it. The real issue is the snake arm doesn't work.
That would do it.
Because funnily enough, when you copy True Ogre, you don't have a right arm. All of his hits are designed with the snakes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have the snakes, what do you do?
That's a very good question.
And the answer is, don't panic, be happy? ? Points for being a cool design, though. I like the snake arm. I think it's cool. It's metal. The rest of the design,
I've always liked True Ogre's design. Genuinely, it is a good example of that sort of chimera monster thing.
I don't hate it, but I'm glad we moved away from keeping the ogre colors as the default, because I'm gonna be honest, he looks really stupid with them. And I'm also glad, so he used to have ancient ogre's color scheme.
Yeah.
By default, that one I'm glad is gone.
I think the fact that it's a good way of just making it It's a transformation. I think it should be like clearer. Like,
Yeah, but there's ways of doing it that aren't this. Also, having more snakes, because one snake looks weird somehow. It looks more like a gun.
yeah.
So having the multiple snakes gives him a very interesting silhouette.
I at very
think-
least think I put True Ogre above Ancient Ogre.
Oh yeah, by far. But,
How much is the real question?
yeah. To clarify, I mean by far as in yes, he definitely deserves to be above.
Yeah, I got that.
How over Lydia, but not Maria.
We are banking on this
Paying off.
this paying off. Yeah, it's like,
Well, even if not, the lemurs are cute.
yeah.
I like lemurs.
Oh,
I like
no.
other animals more.
It's the unknown.
How many people will remember that meme?
Oh, I
And
hope
also-
I hope
also,
people remember.
Damn you! You stole my joke. You son of a gun!
I was
I've-
ready for it. Been ready for it.
It's because I've done it to you before.
I've done it as
No.
well.
Shout out to the Glasgow Festival. Like, there's a great video on it. If you don't know what it is, please educate yourself on Glaswegian Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's
One of many
unknown.
instances of people falling for AI.
So here's the problem we have. Unknown plays entirely different in both games that she's in.
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, she has the wolf spirit, which I think inspired Schwai from Soul Calibur 5. And the other one is more like the ooze manifesting, kind of like Shinnok's like skeletal hands stuff, that kind of comes out the ground and slams and stuff. You might think I prefer the first one, and you would be correct because I like the wolf spirit. I think that's weird, but honestly, we have a tiger person now, so who cares about the sanctity of weird in this franchise? I also don't like how strangely detailed Unknown's feet is in the second game. That's not gonna knock points, I just think it's weird.
Okay.
Like, I've always just wanted to say it's weird. It's weird.
You have decided it is weird.
I'm not a feet guy. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
There's not much we can do with a non-canon character.
Yeah.
Let's dump her into ET and have a nice day, I guess.
Like, it's pretty high. Like, she's definitely above Angel.
Oh yeah, she's a lot better to play than Angel. Again, Angel's the first character Tekken's introduced in that game. So, you know. Now it's the style time.
Uh-huh.
Now it's Victor Chevalier, which the surname is a bit on the nose. But can we deny style?
No.
And vibe. Victor's very fun to play. And he's very cool. And he is the superior of the Ravens.
Like, this is me being very bold, but like...
I'm okay with... can we put Buki at least above?
No, I'm doing that.
Okay.
I want to put Aki as well, because Aki's also, like...
Yeah, you can put Aki.
Like, the only
there's
argument
one-
I have for Victor over Aki is Aki is a DLC character. Like...
Honestly, I'm surprised Victor wasn't one. But honestly, like, I was a way to say, hey, this is who the Ravens were led by. We didn't think he'd be French, but goddamn, this character makes me tolerate French.
Yeah, man's
In
cool.
my Tekken game, like, goddamn, he's something else. Curses to you, sir.
Well done, Tekken. You made us like a Frenchman.
I know. I'm still upset about it. Wang Jinrei, the old man who we don't know if he's alive or dead, but well, let's be honest, he was 105 when we last saw him, so my guess is dead as a dodo.
Okay.
Because it would just be weird for him to still be alive. I don't know, man.
Okay.
I believe he taught Lin, because he is like a distant relative to Ling,
Okay.
but he also has something to do with Mokujin. But Mokujin is vastly more interesting, as we've discussed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're just like the old character, the old master, and like I don't think it's too interesting a portrayal of the archetype. I'd put them in D. I'd put them probably below Bo. I just don't know where exactly below Bo, if that makes sense. It's getting better. Yeah. I'd rather Master Raven than Wang, I think.
Would you rather Wang or Bob?
Both not good.
It's true.
Well, they're both not good for different reasons. How about hear me out. We put them. I'm trying to think. Well, it's easy going. Here. Below T-Hawk, done. Yes, I would rather T-Hawk, because at least you could do something with him being a family man. Yoshimitsu, possibly in the best place he's ever been.
Do we make the argument?
Are you trying to promote him as an S tier?
Like, of all, he's the only Tekken character I've even fucking considered for S tier.
No, you considered Heihachi.
I considered Heihachi for like a second.
That's still one more second of consideration that you just gave him credit for.
True, I've been considering Yoshimitsu since, like, True Uuka, like...
So here's the problem. No, because I would consider Soul Calibur Yoshimitsu.
No,
that's the problem.
I don't know.
But that's the one that introduced me. I'm biased. You know what I mean?
I think my problem is there is times his balance doesn't quite hit, but...
Move him up to A tier. Let's start from there.
Like, let's
break it down position by position. Do we think he is better than... I actually cannot see my own...
1 second.
My own names from here. I'm zooming in. Then Jin.
Oh, he's definitely better than Jin.
Okay, yeah. So let's start by putting him above Jin.
Okay.
Is he better than Chun-Li?
I would argue so. Yeah.
It's a struggle.
But like,
let's make the argument that he is.
Like, I don't think that's a difficult argument at all. Like,
I would. I think Heihachi is iconic.
But again, man should have stayed dead.
No doubt about that. But if we consider his appearance non-canon, which they could have done easily, I don't see it.
I'm actually feeling here. As much as we love Urien, I'm actually feeling there.
I agree with he's better than Urien. I don't think he's better than Heihachi.
But I don't think Heihachi's better than Urien.
That's the issue I've got.
Like
if all three are in a configuration, to me it would go Heihachi, Yoshi, Urien. In my brain, that makes the most sense.
Like, I think Yoshi is better than Urien. I think Urien is better than Heihachi, and I honestly think Heihachi is fine where he is. Like,
again, I'm biased, right? Because like I was introduced to Third Strike way after Tekken.
Yeah, well, like...
So to me, Heihachi is the be-all end-all.
Like, Yoshimitsu was one of the first two characters I played. Again, I can't remember if it was Yoshimitsu or Paul, but, like, those were the first two characters I played.
Tell you what.
So, yeah.
Just... let's tell the difference, then. We put Urien above Chun, we put Heihachi above him. Because I think they're interchangeable. To be honest, I think they are roughly on the same level. And that says a lot more about Urien. Because he's been in less. You know what I mean? I don't think that 5 position matters, because if you are arguably next to Heihachi, who's been in 10 games versus your 2.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a hell of an accomplishment. That is the hill that I would not be depressed if I land on in real life.
That's like, of all the, like, there's, I hope people have opinions on this one, but, like, of all the things we've done, I think that little bit there, that little bit there is very much the bit I'm like,
yeah.
I want to know what people think on that one. It's
because I'm biased, because again, Tekken before Street Fighter in my brain. But like, if I was raised on Street Fighter 3, I'd be 100% in agreement. Urien beats any Mishima. But I just can't say it. I can't. Not in how my fight game relationships are. That's a tough one though. As I say, Urien should not be sad about that.
Yeah, like, that is still
He's
very
still
good
within our top 10.
It's still very good for a character that's only had 2 appearances, like...
Because in the rest of our... I mean, Rashid, but...
Yes.
That's
yeah, that's different.
He wasn't beating Rashid.
Yeah.
He was not. Young Kazuya. Young Kazuya is playable in the beginning of the Tekken 7 story. That is it. That's all you need to know. No, he is rankable.
No, I think if you're only playable in the story, you're not rankable.
Well, he's not. But then, like, would be minus points from Kenshi when the MK episode happens.
We are going to have that Kenshi conversation because of that.
Okay.
Because as much as I love Kenshi and could argue for Kenshi as an S, that is going to take him down. I will, like...
if it makes someone unrankable, I don't see if it would knock him out of S. I'll be real.
But like,
That's my piece on this matter. Spoilers. I will be batting for Kenshi as an S tier, 1,000,000%.
that's what I mean.
There's
It's like
no way.
I probably would also be, because I love Kenshi too.
Yeah,
but
and
like,
I even have the deal of a lifetime because there was a way I see it happening. There's a
but
way.
like, I think that is like, as much as that's terrible, and I still think that does lose him a lot of points. That is a very different argument to he appears
it's
for
a
like
hard
one scene in a thing. Like,
yeah. Our second to last character and our last of the Tekken mobile characters, it's UA. And guess what? I have a video!
oh my god.
Thank you, by the way. I will say the channel. Thank you, Forney. I can't pronounce your last name. I'm not going to even attempt, because I do not want to butcher your name, for at least providing footage of these characters. Because, hey, preservation's important. Let's see how you play, shall we?
They're playing it very pretty defensively, so...
It doesn't feel like Tekken at some point, you know what I mean? Because it's 2D, right?
Yeah.
Is that throwing you off as much as it's throwing me off?
It's definitely strange. She feels like a worse Lydia in like every way.
Yeah, I can't deny that. What is up with her shoes? Why is it heels? You're a karate person. Why are you using heels? This doesn't make sense.
And I think my argument is this is the only one so far we've had of these ones we've had which actually doesn't serve a point because we have Lydia. Like,
yeah,
fighting style wise, we have Lydia. So
bottom of D, call it a day.
I wouldn't even say bottom of D. Like, I don't think she's worth it.
You know what? Can we put her below Angel
Sure.
and Unknown? Because at least they have a purpose.
But
it's to fill up attack roster, but it's a purpose. Oh, come on, if we're doing that, we can put Boskanovich over.
okay.
Like, Boskanovich is funny, at least.
Like
he's not
genuinely,
good, but...
like... And this is more of a testament to the other ones than it is, like, a negative on Yui. Like, Yui's just, like, your moveset exists, it's just Lydia. Like, the other two actually have something going on them.
And finally... a character I don't like, but I know you do, so this will be interesting. It's Safina.
So, I mean, very story relevant, at least for the past 3 games.
Less so in the 7th. I'd say she was important in the 1st, middling in the 2nd, important in the 3rd of her 3 appearances in a 1v1 context. We are not counting Tekken Tag 2, it's non-canon.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna make that perfectly clear. She didn't do that much in Tekken 7. She just didn't. Like,
There was other bits of plot happening, but like, around her is the problem.
Like, I think the issue with Safina is she's intrinsically tied with Azazel. Now, she wasn't always this.
Yeah, she wasn't originally.
But now that she is and Azazel is gone, what do you do with Safina? Because she was aware of Safina. And, like, Azazel was aware of Safina, Safina was aware of Azazel. That is just something that is reality.
As much as we could have seen the last game for Safina, I still think her fighting style is
different enough to justify being included.
Yeah, and like just unique enough to put her like this area of like.
I'd say more mid. I'd say below Elisa, and the only reason for that is because I can't see any story implications she would have. Then now that we've introduced Leo's dad, now that we've included Leo's dad in like the world, he could discover the things, right? He's an archaeologist. We don't theoretically need Safina in the story.
I'd like, as much as Eliza has more story potential, I argue Safina still has more gameplay potential. So like, I could see that one sort of going either way, but like,
we'll make it either way. But like, if you put me in a room,
I think I'd rather Eliza. I think is the thing. Is why I'm saying like gonna agree with you in that way around. But like,
they're both the supernatural character.
Yeah, right? And like, I think you could make Eliza more interesting. She wasn't not interesting to begin with. It's just compared to Safina, it's hard to be mechanically interesting.
Yeah,
it's just
I think there's ways.
Like Safina's combat style is just so unique. It's hard to compare it to other people.
Here's the one thing I think is important to note, though. If we ever get Tekken X Street Fighter, it would probably be Arki versus Safina. I can see that happening.
Yeah. I'll just
But
scroll to the bottom, and then we can do a
double check.
Double
If there's
check
anything
everything.
is missing, poor Isaac.
Bro is just exists, I guess.
Tank top, feet trouser guy. I'm still surprised Bo is that high. Well,
So-
honestly, I don't regret that.
Yeah, it's like genuinely seeing his gameplay, he is probably the closest to a finished character out of those mobile characters.
Everything seems correct still. Yeah, I'd say everything looks correct. I don't think there's anyone I want to adjust. There's definitely an argument again when we get to like Mega Man and Ganatians, and if they break the game, but
Like,
Yun and Yang are both kind of on the same scale of power in different ways.
if we decide that we were also going to do Invincible Bursts, we now have to add Duplicate to that to the Ganation conversation.
Why does everyone keep getting Ganatians? Can we
it's
stop doing Ganatians?
Because it's a good install. And you know what the funny thing is? We're talking about Ganation being like awkward. Jury has the feng shui engine that also kind of does the same thing.
But it isn't the same thing. It has a twist on it.
Both of them, their main process is making everything link. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, but like Jury doesn't always have it.
I mean, neither does Yun.
It's just that when it's electable, people take it.
You
They always have it.
Well, in Third Strike, you always take an Asian. In 4, they made it his super instead of his ultra, so you always have like you just don't use EX moves as Yun because you want Canadian.
Yeah, like I think it's the argument of, technically speaking, why would you run anything else when in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 you could do Storm, Sentinel, and X character, you know?
It's like, I assume if they ever add the twins to Street Fighter 6,
Which they might.
the Ganadian will be Yun's level 2, because all of the like high mechanical, like that sort of super is always level 2. Feng Shui is level, Evangel is level 2. Fuck, Ed's Ball is level 2. Like, Aki's level 2 is a big ground of poison. Like, not only does it do a bunch of damage on its activation, but it also leaves a really big pool that applies poison anytime the enemy steps in it. Like, the level 2s always are the big, like, utility for the characters. Which, honestly, I like that being a consistent thing. Any character that has a utility. Fucking Rashid, his big tornado thing is level 2, so, like, level 2s are the utility supers, I guess. But, like, in a good way.
That's their designation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that is everyone in Tekken. At least according to the list of characters. The only one not included would be Crow, but Crow is only playable in Tekken Card Challenge, which is, again, not quite the same. You could argue they are playable via cheat device, but, you know, if you're using a cheat device, you need to buy additional hardware for that.
That is not just playable.
No, that is, I need extra steps.
Yeah.
And I'm not cool with that. Not cool with that one bit.
Yeah, well, let us know what you think, how we did, if you would make any notable changes. Please feel free to make arguments. We will be making changes every episode, like to the whole thing. So we have make space for addendum, as it were. And let us know what game you would like to see us do next.
Indeed. And if you think any character deserves to be S tier, please let us know, because we're open to arguments. Well, I say arguments, I'm open more so to suggestions, but arguments comes off wrong when you say it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, if you have any arguments for or against anyone, like, I will check the comments, and it might make things move later. No guarantees, but it might.
Yeah, it'll be raised.
Yeah.
Will it be successful? Who knows?
Who knows?
You only miss the shots that you don't fire.
If you are watching this show, especially if you've watched all 3-ish hours of it, we assume you probably like fighting games. We do another series drafting the rosters for fighting games. We both build our own rosters, put each character together, and decide. And generally, I have to say generally because I have just edited the fucking around of the last episode. We pick one of those two that gets added into the roster, and we do that for everything. And yeah, we get some pretty interesting rosters out of it, and we've done some pretty good topics, I think, so far. The last one, the one that I'm currently, as of the time of recording this editing, but you will have, well, not necessarily seen, but will be up before this, is the Capcom vs. SNK 3 episode.
One that we have alluded to within this very video.
Yes, yeah.
So if you remembered it from there, thanks for remembering and paying attention.
If you haven't seen it yet, it might give you some context to some of the stuff we talked about.
I mean, you won't have seen it at the current moment, so don't worry if you see it at some point after this video. Because, hey, the algorithm is weird.
The internet is forever, at least for the moment.
Especially if archived.
Yeah, if you do like the idea of that, or even if you just want to get directly involved in a video and want to get us over 1,000 subscribers, we are planning a special where we get you to pick the 1v1s for what we discuss gets added to the roster. That hopefully we get responses for it, but I can very much see that getting nutty if we get a lot of responses, which I hope so. I want it to get like massive and weird, but
make it silly.
Yeah.
Put every single brain cell together, come up with the weirdest stuff. We don't mind. Even if it's things that don't have moves, if we can think of how it works, we'll think of how it works.
It does not have to exist in a fighting game currently. I think, again, my only real requirement is I have to be able to get a picture of the things you're talking about for the video. That's it. That's the main thing.
It's gonna be interesting to see what y'all come up with, because I believe in y'all. I know you can do it.
It's like, I think we just got a whole bunch of new Kamen Rider people in from the Geats video, so I'm hoping for some fun stuff off that for that as well. I look forward to having to try and explain things that I only kind of know because I'm only on my 3rd series of the show.
Shout out to whoever gets to recommend Zombie Bride from Tekken. Can't wait to have to explain that one. Is the one who suggests it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Please, thank you.
Yes, speaking of the Geats video, we do a show forcing each other to guess stuff about things that we have seen and they have not. That's kind of it started off as anime, but it's very much not limited to anime.
Hey, Ben 10 was anime.
As the Ben 10, League of Legends, and Kamen Rider episodes are tested.
Kamen Rider feels like an anime. Come on now.
So someone in the comments of the first one literally complained about us putting anime in the title, and I'm like, nah, it's just a joke. It's a running bit.
It's as close to a real anime as you're gonna get. I know, not counting like the real life One Piece stuff, because like that is just an adaptation.
Also, like, yeah, it's not the same thing.
No, it's not quite it.
Yeah, so my voice slowly dies because I am kind of ill as we record this. I don't know if I have anything else to cover.
I don't either.
So, with Mr. Egg having nothing else to add and my voice really trying to go, I think that all that is left for us, Jesus Christ, to do is see you. Say we'll hope to see you in whatever is next. We hope if anything we've said entices you or interests you, you go check it out. Because I'm not going to assume you're just going to subscribe off one video. If you do, thank you very much. But go watch some other stuff. See if you like our vibe in general. Because like most of the stuff we make is this kind of energy, even if it's a completely different format.
Give us whatever give us whatever shot you want to give us.
Yeah, we'll take ideas. It's just, we'll take ideas that aren't the stuff we normally do. We're just doing shit. It's having a good time, trying not to suffer, or making each other suffer sometimes. That is a byproduct of the guessing show.
I'm still annoyed by the sponsors, by the way.
Honestly, as you should be.
Yep.
Like,
I won't explain why. But if you want to see it, there's a way of seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, we will see you in whatever's next. Thank you very much for watching, subscribing, and all that nonsense. And we will see you... No, I've said that already. It's whatever. Ta-ra.
Well, let's say it again. Take care.